pattern of your own life is. Find out what works for you, what direction you are supposed to go, your own purpose and path in life is. If you are on, please check the YouTube channel and make sure that everything is clear and fine. Who are those that are supposed to be here? I can't see anybody here. Aku Sherun Moleo, Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ, Queen B Esther. That. Thank you. Where is it? Thank you so much for confirming that. So Odù Ifá, Ogunda Okanran is the Odù Ifá that we'll be treating today. Odù Ifá, Ogunda Okanran. Odù Ifá, Ogunda Okanran. And as usual, I'll be reading from the sacred text of the Odù, as put together by Emi Funarami Iyanifa Ewa for Ifá College. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Odù Ifá, Ogunda Okanran. Before we delve into another essay, what is the first thing that we do? Before we delve into another essay, what's the first thing that we do? Please tell them to turn that thing off. It's echoing into that noise from downstairs. It's echoing into my recording and they are complaining on the live streaming. So please let them cut that noise out. Before we start, what is the first thing that we do? We make our Iba. Iba la koko ma nse. Can somebody translate that into English? What is Iba? If you are joining us for the first time, don't forget to click on the plus sign to follow. Continue to click on your screen, send in your likes, your shares, and send in your gifts. Everything you can do to support live streaming and to make sure that the outcomes that other people want to see. Odù Ifá, Ogunda Okanran. And at Ifá College, what I do is 3 things. Help learn the misconceptions and the lies that you have been told about African spirituality, about Ifá, about ÌШЭŠE, about yourself, about your roots, your culture, your tradition, your foundation, and who you are, about where you take your source from. I help you to unlearn all of those misconceptions and all of those lies. Then I teach you, help you to learn the undiluted, unwatered down truth about who you are, about the people that you represent, about where you belong, where you take your source from, about the true identity of your people and how it is done and how it is practiced. And more than that, I teach you how you are able to appropriate that into your everyday lives, how you can apply it to your current life and it will improve the quality of your life. And then I remind you, I help you to relearn certain things that you used to know that you probably forgot or you thought they were not important, to help you to relearn it again and be able to apply it to your life. I think I'm grateful to everybody that have been sending in their reviews, that have been sending in their feedbacks. And one feedback that is reoccurrent, I hear that like several times every day, is, Iyanifa, I've been hearing people teach about Ifá. I have not stumbled on anybody that explains and breaks down Ifá the way that you do. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ orí, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ẹlẹ́dàá, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ifá, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọ̀rúnmọlẹ̀, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn Aláṣẹkù pé in this time we are able to receive this teaching like this. Iṣẹ́ ẹrúnmọlẹ̀ ni, àwọn dẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe. We give all the Iba to Ifá, to Olódùmarè, to our ancestors, àwọn Aláṣẹkù, to the Orishas, to the Erúnmọlẹ̀s, to our Ẹgbẹ́, and also to you, because there will be no Ifá College if you are not here. If anybody shows up on a teaching and a live streaming and nobody is there at the other side, they will get frustrated at the end of the day. So this is a collective work. Everybody has a part to play. You are playing yours, I'm playing mine, and together we are expanding the knowledge of Ifá. Together, more and more people are able to come out boldly to identify with their roots and their source. So many people will join this live streaming for the first time today, and the only reason that can happen is because you are sharing, you are liking, you are reposting, you are engaging. And once the algorithm sees that, it will push it to more and more people. There's so many people out there like you and I who are still trying to find their way back. They need somebody to hold them by the hand. They need to know where they can learn and understand the truth of what this is. So your part is to continue to share it and make sure that more and more people get it. Now, as more and more people find out their roots and their source, it is changing our lives, improving our lives. We are making better decisions. And because life is a collective thing, the decision of Mr. A will directly or indirectly affect Mr. B. As you are working to improve your life, there are certain people whose decisions will also affect your life, whether you choose it or not. You cannot exist in isolation. That is why it is a community responsibility. It is a joint work to make sure that as many people as can hear this will hear it. Our own part is just to make sure that they hear. We cannot convince them, we cannot drag them, we are not burdened with the responsibility to make sure that somebody stays, but we have to make sure that they hear. And this is the year 10,067 in the Yoruba calendar. Odù Ifá Òtúrúpọ̀ méjì táwọn babaláwo mọ̀ sí ọlọ́gbọ́n méjì was the Odù Ifá that was divine for us this year. And that Odù Ifá said a lot about our children that have been lost and distracted and carried away coming back to their roots. And we can see that happening. And you and I are a part of this movement. So whatever it is you can do to support, your gift, your financial support, your iwure, coming up on the live streaming, telling your friends about it, as little as clicking on your screen, reposting, liking, sharing, commenting, engaging, everything that you can do in your own part to make sure that that is a real thing, that it comes to pass, it happens. We can see how we are making the rest of the world feel uneasy right now. Yes. They are all, what are they talking about? What is this Ifa thing? What is this Ifa that? And I say this, if somebody is saying something that does not make sense to you, that does not affect you, that does not make you uneasy, you won't care about it. You will not care about it. Nobody stands on the road to tell a lunatic man, a madman to keep. Ignore them and they go. Nobody comes outside to shout and say, oh, there's an aircraft flying over my house and it's making too much noise, or there's a train passing by and it's making too much noise. You ignore it. It doesn't affect your life. It's something that happens. So if we are actually not affecting the system, they will not be paying this much attention. They will not feel this much intimidated. They will not be concerned and bothered. It's because we are doing something right. It's because they are scared of the outcome of what will happen if every person of color, home and abroad, if they find out who they are, if they are able to hold on to the truth of what Ifa is, they are scared of what the world might become. You and I are going to make that happen. TikTok said our flash goal for today is that gift that is designed as the logo of the TikTok, and there are 14 people that we need to achieve that. So from all the 30 people that is on this live streaming right now, we need just 14 people to meet this live goal. Gizmo, Mena, Jane, who else? Mr. Dayo P1, Jane Juma, Tielov, Eshegoni, Adupe, T. Thank you so much. As we are taking this as joint work and joint effort. Last year, Elédùmarè, our ancestors will take everything about us in a collective effort. Àwọn irúnmọlẹ̀, àwọn òrìṣà, àwọn ẹgbẹ́, Olódùmarè, àwọn ọ̀yàmí, everybody will come as a joint and collective force to make sure that you fulfill your purpose in life. Eshegoni, Adupe, Aduni, Pretty Skincare, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àwọn gbarúnmọlẹ̀, wọ́n bá yín ṣe tiyín náà láṣepé. We need 6 more people to meet that flash goal. Now, before we delve into another teaching for today, we are going to make our Iba. We are going to make our Iba this morning before we delve into another teaching. The wooden thing. Okay. Before we delve into another teaching, we will make our Iba. Akodaye Asheba. àṣèbà àṣẹ̀dá, àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́, àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé, àṣèbà aníkíbà wa ṣẹ. Òrànmọ níṣẹ́ fàyàtì, àṣèbà ọba tó lọ kọrin kése. Ọba lánàá, ọba lẹ́yìn, ọba títí ayérayé, àṣèbà aníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. Lórí igun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé, níbi tá a ti ń pe Elédùmarè, níbi tá a ti ń ṣèṣẹ̀ṣe, tá a ti ń ṣe fá, àjúbà Elédùmarè, àjúbà Elédùmarè, òmígbó kìtìkìtì, àjúbà ọba ṣẹ̀dá, ọba mẹ̀dá, ọba wẹ̀dá, àjúbà Elédùmarè ọba tó fi gbogbo àgbálá ayé yìí tó fi ṣe àpótí ìtìsẹ̀ rẹ̀, àjúbà o aníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. Ajagunmalé olúwo òde ọ̀run, àjúbà olúbíkin ọ̀sán ìbíkin, àjúbà mojúbà bàbá àtìyá tó ṣọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà mí wá sáyé, gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà, ọmọdé ni, àgbàlagbà ni, ọkùnrin ni, obìnrin, lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé níbi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi, mo ṣèbà orí yín, mo ṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá yín, mo ní kí bà mí ṣẹ o. Ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba, ẹ̀yin níjòyè níjòyè tó jókòó aláṣẹ ìkejì òrìṣà lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé yìí níbi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń darí ìlú, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àṣèbà fún yín, a ní kí ìlú kó má torí yín tú, a ní kí adé tó gbé lórí yín kó pẹ́, kí bàtà tó wọ̀ sẹ́sẹ̀ yín kó pẹ́, kí rùkẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn kó pẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, káṣẹ pẹ́ lẹ́nu yín, kẹ́ ẹ má ṣìṣe lọ́lá àwọn tó nílẹ̀, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn fún wa, àwọn tó tẹ̀ kí n tó tẹ̀, àwọn tó lànà kí n tó lànà, àwọn tó gbé awolé wa lọ́wọ́, àṣèbà yín o, aníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. Àṣèbà àwọn aláṣẹkù, aníkẹ́ ẹ bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣepé, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, aníkíbà wa ṣẹ. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi arógbáṣọ má balẹ̀, ẹ̀yin ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ ọlọ́mú, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì ìjà, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ẹlẹ́yẹ olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé abiyamọ ọ̀run, àṣèbà wa ní kíbà wa ṣẹ. Àṣèbà ọ̀sà méjì, àṣèbà ọ̀sà méjì, àníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. Àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́nìí, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ jàkúta, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ ṣàngó, kábíyèsí ṣàngó, arábàmbí ọkọ ya, kábíyìn òsì, alágbádá iná, aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oòrùn, ẹ̀rù jẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ń migbó, ẹ̀rù jẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ń yọná nímú, tí ń yọná lẹ́nu, tí ń yọná lójú, àṣèbà ṣàngó olúkòso, àníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. Èní lọ̀sẹ̀ jàkúta, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ ọba, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ iyemọja àti gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́nu, àníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà kọ́ má dá sí wa lára, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, kíbà wa ṣẹ o. Ti wá bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ ifá mi lẹ́nu, ifá orí mi rèé o, ifá olókun asọ̀rọ̀ dayọ̀, ifá ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín, ifá torí ẹni tí ò sún wọn ṣe, àṣeyé ìpà ifá, àṣeyé ìpà ìpín, a ní kífá wá dúró tì wá, a ní kífá wá fi ọ̀nà mọ̀ wá. Ẹ̀kọ́ fámì ìta tún fẹ́ kọ́ lẹ́nu, ọgbọ́n, ìmọ̀, òye, ìbùkún, oore ọ̀fẹ́, ire, ìgbéga tó wà nínú odù ifá yìí, òun ni kó jẹ́ tèmi àti yín, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ká má gbọ́ kó má gbọ̀n dànù létí wa, ká má fetí ọ̀tún gbọ́n kó gba tìkejì jáde, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ká mú lò kó diri owó fún wa, kó diri ajé fún wa, kó diri ọlá fún wa, kó diri ọlà fún wa, kó fọ̀nà hàn wá kúrò níbi tá a wà lọ síbi tó rí ń gbé wa lọ, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kó di ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa pa ọ̀nà wa mọ́, kó di ọ̀nà tó máa ṣe ìgbéga fún wa, kó di ọ̀nà tó máa là wá lórí, tó máa jẹ́ káyé ṣe é gbé fún wa ní rọ̀rùn, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. Àní ṣe lásán, àní gbọ́ lásán. Ifá ti gbé àwọn ará wájú, òun lèmi àti yín ṣe ń ṣe o. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe ti gbé àwọn tó ń lọ níwájú, òun lèmi àti yín ṣe ń ṣe o. Kò wá ní dórí wa kó bàjẹ́, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bá a ṣe ń gbé Ifá lárugẹ, tá à ń gbé ṣẹ̀ṣe lárugẹ, àwọn aláṣekù, àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn, wọ́n á gbé gbogbo nǹkan tó jẹ́ tèmi àti yín, wọ́n á bá wa gbé lárugẹ, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi, níbi gbogbo táwọn ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire wà, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn ọ̀rúnmọlẹ̀, àwọn aláṣekù, àwọn tó ti ṣíwájú wọn, á mú wọn padà wá sílé, á mú wọn padà wá sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá la fi ni mọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé, Ifá fọ̀nà mọ̀ wọ́n wá sílé, Ifá la fi ni mọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé, Ifá darí wọn wá sílé, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọn ò ní kọsẹ̀ lọ́nà. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire tó ti sọnù sóko, tó ti sọnù sájò, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá wá wọn rí, àwọn aláṣekù á wá wọn rí, àwọn òrìṣà á wá wọn rí, Elédùmarè ọba òkè, ọba aláàánú tó ṣílẹ̀kùn ọjọ́ èrè, á wá wọn rí, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwa tá a ti wá sínú Ifá, tá a ti rí òótọ́ ọbẹ̀, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kò ní kùnà fún wa. kí ló dé tí mo ṣe fá kò ní jáde lẹ́nu wa, kí ló dé tí mi ò ti ṣe látijọ́ yìí. Òun lórin tá a máa kọ, torí mi àti yín à á padà wá ṣẹnu rere yẹn àwọ àyìn Ifá, Ifá yin Elédùmarè nítorí wa láṣẹ Èdùmarè. Àṣẹ. Mo ṣe ogbó atọ́ yín o níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ mi lénìí, nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi. Èmi náà ni olóòtú àtolùdarí Ifá College, èmi lolóòtú ètò Àṣẹ for today. Grand rising, and thank you for joining us for today. And as we delve into another essay, Ifá, the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding that is hidden in Ifá will be revealed to us, and we will be able to apply it to our everyday life. Ifá has supported the people that went ahead of us. Ifá has directed them. Ifá has shown them the way to success, to wealth, to greatness, to long life, to peace of mind, and to fulfillment. Ifá will do the same thing for us. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. As we have come into the teaching of Ifá, we will not do it in vain. We will not do it in vain. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣe lásán. Ifá máa gbè wá. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. This is your first time from, where are you streaming from? From Belgium. Our flash goal is the TikTok icon, and we need 6 more people for that flash goal. 6 more people. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Femiristic, ẹ ṣé gan ni for that gift. The gift that we need at the moment is the TikTok gift for our flash goal. Bromsy, this is your first time watching. Thank you so much for joining us from Belgium. Ja, thank you so much. But the gifts that we need right now is that TikTok icon. Yes, we need it from 6 more other people. 6 more other people. That is the gift that we need right now to meet our flash goal. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. 6 more other people. Èèyàn mẹ́fà. If you are on YouTube and you have access to TikTok and you want to help us meet that flash goal, head over to TikTok and send in that. It's a TikTok icon. It's shaped like the logo of TikTok. That's the gifts that we need this morning. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. So we are delving into the teaching for today. The teaching for today is from ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Where is our Odù Ifá taken from today? Níbo la ti yọ Odù Ifá wa jáde lénìí? Níbo la ti yọ Odù Ifá wa jáde lénìí? We need 3 more people to help us meet that flash goal. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Can I receive Ìṣẹ̀fá remotely? Yes, Ìṣẹ̀fá can be done in absentia. Ìṣẹ̀fá can be done in absentia, definitely. Ogunda Okanran ni Odù Ifá tá ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. Just Mimi, thank you so much for that. 2 more people to meet that flash goal. Femi Risky, ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ wọ́n á gbè yín, àwọn aláṣepọ̀ wọ́n á bá yín ṣe ti yín náà láṣepé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣe lásán. Àwọn ọlọ́sẹ̀ tó ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ wọn ò ní dá sí wa lára láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Odù Ifá Ogunda Okanran ni Odù Ifá tá ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. Odù Ifá Ogunda Okanran. 2 more people, 2 more people. What is Ìṣẹ̀fá? Ìṣẹ̀fá is the divination that we make to find out our purpose, our path in life, to find out everything that has to do with our life, the summary of our life in this part. What you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do, the kind of business to engage in, who to get married to, where to live and succeed, everything that you need to do for your path in this life. Ìṣẹ̀fá is that reveals it. There are 2 types. There's Ìṣẹ̀fá, there's Ìṣẹ̀fá. Ìṣẹ̀fá has to be done in person. Ìṣẹ̀fá is done in absentia. How much is it? Please send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen right now. Queen B Esther, I celebrate you. You have sent in 500 comments on this live streaming. Wow. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ifá will continue to sustain you. Ifá will continue to expand you. The wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding of Ifá. We have done 12. It remains 2. 2 more people. What's the essence of going as far as 12 if we cannot achieve it? 2 more different people. 2 more different people. I just stated the difference between the 2 right now. I just did. If you are paying attention, 2 more different people. And we have about 40 people on this live streaming. As you help us achieve that goal, it tells the algorithm that Everybody here loves this, and more people will. Auntie Golden Light, Adupe Eshe. So we need just one more person. Èèyàn kan péré ló kù o. Don't let this goal be an almost got there. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Nothing about our life will be an almost. We would always achieve every set goal. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. So just one more person to send in that TikTok emoji. Ẹnìkan péré ló kù báyìí. One more person, and then we get started. Mr. Dayo P1, Eshe Goni Adupe. Just one more person. TikTok said we have 2 minutes more. Just one more person. Ẹnìkan péré ni o. Eshe Goni Adupe. Anyway, who's the last person going to be? The last one more person. Odù Ogunda Okanran ni Odù Ifá tá ń gbé yẹ̀wò lẹ́ni. This Odù Ifá talks about using both physical and using both spiritual and intellectual power to achieve success. This Odù Ifá is speaking to us on how to balance both the spiritual and the physical in achieving success. This Odù Ifá is going to explain to us that we need more than just your physical effort, your intellectual effort, your financial intelligence knowledge. We need just more than that to succeed in life. This Odù Ifá will show us that there is a major part that spirituality plays in our life. Eshe Goni Adupe, we need one more person for this TikTok live goal. I don't want us to come this far and not meet that goal. Aduni, Eshe Goni, thank you. One more person that hasn't sent in the gift, the TikTok gift, the flash goal. One more person. Ẹnìkan péré, ẹnìkan ṣoṣo péré òun la need. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa ire ló máa máa bọ́ sí o. Aduni, thank you so much for that repeated gift. Yes, we need one more new person that has not sent in their gift. And TikTok said we have 1 minute to go. Solution, Eshe Goni, the goal has been achieved. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, every individual goal we have set for ourselves in this year, in our relationships, in our business, in our home, àwọn igba irúnmọlẹ̀, àwọn òrìṣà tó solé ayé ró, ẹgbẹ́ ayé ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run, they will be there with us, holding us through every step of the way to achieve them. Wọ́n ní dáwàdá o, àní ṣe lásán, àní dáyé ṣe. Wọ́n ní ẹnìkan ò lè dá ìpín sìn, ẹnìkan ò lè dá Ifá sìn. Ẹgbẹgbẹ̀rún ènìyàn ló ń wá pọ̀ tí wọ́n ń sin Ifá, tí wọ́n ń sin ìkìn. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àwa ò ní dá ṣe, àní ṣe lásán. Odù Ifá Ogunda Okanran ni Odù Ifá tá ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. For every individual, whether you're on a business journey, whether you are building a career, Ifá is going to point our attention today that you need a balance of all sides, a balance of all sides to be able to achieve this. Auntie Golden Light, Eshe Goni. So I will be reading from the sacred text of Ifá as put together by me, Iyanifa Ewa, on behalf of Ifá College. This sacred text of Ifá is different from anything you have seen around. It's different. Most of the Ifá books that you find around, they will give you the Yoruba text, obviously. They will translate into English or any other language so that you can understand. And they stop there. Hardly will you find any Odù Ifá book that will go on to pick out the lessons and the blessings and the instructions that is in that Ifá, that essay Ifá, and then go a step further to help you apply it to different parts of your life, picking different areas of your life one by one. Your finances, your career, your health, your personal growth, your relationship, your marriage, your spiritual journey, and everything that makes up your life. We have broken it down one by one, helping you to know how to apply it to your everyday life. Now, more than that, we wrap it up with the Iwure for that Odù Ifá. So for every essay Ifá that you read is wrapped up with the Iwure that goes in line with that Odù Ifá. So for those of you that don't know how to make Iwure, when you purchase the sacred text of Ifá, ọ̀rọ̀ tí Olódùmarè ń sọ as put together by Iyanifa Ewa on behalf of Ifá College, you will learn at least ó kéré jù 256 different Iwure times 2, at least 2 essay 256 times 2 is what? 512. You would have learnt 512 different ìwúre. Kí ló tún kù? Bó bá sílé Ifá gan, ìwọ gan ti di babaláwo fúnra rẹ̀. So head over to our website, ifacollect.ng. ifacollect.ng. Click on the 3 buttons on the top right corner. It will take you to the menu, and you will see the first item on the menu is the sacred text of Ifa, where you can pre-order for it. Depending on the time you are watching this video, if it's available already in print, you'll be able to order and pick up a copy from major bookshops. But for right now, we are still pre-ordering it so that you'll be one of the first set of people to receive it when it is in print. Ẹ ṣé gan ni a dúpẹ́. Odù Ifá Ogunda Okanran, kí ni Ifá sọ? Ifá ní Ògúndá kan, Ọ̀kànràn kan, Ọ̀kànràn kan gún kan gẹ́, òun la fi dífá fún Egúngún. Egúngún ń ṣe iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀. Wọ́n ní ọdún yìí ni yóò borí nínú iṣẹ́ rẹ̀. Wọ́n ní kí ó wá rú ẹbọ. Agbọ́n obì kan àti ẹrú pàṣán kan, ó gbọ́, ó rú. Níṣẹ́ ẹ̀ wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kóre wálé, ló wá padà wá ṣẹnu rere yánwó. Ìyàwó nífá ń yin Elédùmarè nítorí Egúngún. Mo ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ in English. Ifá says one Ogunda, one Okanran, Ọ̀kànràn kan gún kan gẹ́. Egúngún is the ancestors, the Orisha for the people that has passed. Egúngún was told that he came to make a divination because he was engaged in an unprofitable trade. The trade and the business he was engaging in was not bringing in any profit at all. He was told that this year his suffering will end. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká má rere, it will end. Working without profit, working without progress will end. Ifá says that he will succeed in his work. How was this going to happen? He was instructed to offer ebo, to offer sacrifice, a basket of kola nuts and a bundle of whips. He heard and sacrificed, and his business became profitable. And he returned to praise his owl. His owl praised Ifá. Ifá in turn praised Olódùmarè. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. That's the Odù Ifá for today. Like I always tell you, everybody comes to Ifá for a divination. Ọ̀rúnmìlà came to Ifá for a divination. Àwọn Orishas came to Ifá for divination. This is the Orisha that is representing every one of our ancestors, those that has passed. And the Orisha that is the clave of all still needed to make a divination to succeed in this life. How much more me and you? How much more you and I? How do you think you and I are able to go through this life without making divinations? And you know one thing that endeared me to Ifá when I started learning about Ifá is how Ifá is very open, very uncut, very truthful, and Ifá shows every aspect of human life. Louis, thank you so much for joining, and thank you for following. Keep clicking on your screen, send in your gifts, like, share, and repost. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ifá gives you everything uncut. Ifá does not present any of our Orishas or the Irumoles in a way that makes us see them as holy, righteous, makes us see them as, wow, their life was different from our human life. No, they live the same regular human life like you and I. And despite their living human lives like you and I, we still acknowledge the supernatural parts of their life. Ifá teaches us that balance. Ifá is what gives you and I the confidence that we can go through this life as human beings and still have a very great and successful impact in life. Religion doesn't tell us that. Religion raises this unattainable, unrelatable standards for every one of us, that you have to hit this standard before you can be associated with God. Religion helps us to see that we are unholy, we are sinners, we are just unworthy, everything about us is wrong, and we are just striving and begging to be accepted. And the moment you fall short for 1 minute, you are cast out again. That is unrealistic. But Ifá tells us the truth about the way Olódùmarè relates with us as human beings. Bá a ṣe rí yìí, aṣẹ̀dá, amẹ̀dá, awẹ̀dá ló dá wa báyìí. The way we are as human beings, with everything that makes us up, our thinking faculty, our emotions, everything about us, Olódùmarè, the divine and supreme being, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the people, the animals, the living, non-living things, past, present, future, the one we know, the one we don't know, is the one that wired us and fashioned us like this, and every experience of life. So why would the one that fashioned life like this expect a standard of holiness from us that is not attainable? Why would the one that created us like this give us the instruction to be holy as he is holy? If you want me to be holy as you are holy, create me the way you created yourself now. It's like you have a goat in your house and you are telling your goat to sound like a dog. If you wanted to hear the sound of a dog, Oga, go and buy a dog. Don't stress the goat. That is the way religion makes everybody feel. If God of religion wanted to have gods, he will have just created gods. You don't create human beings defeated in the form that they are, inadequate in the form that they are, and you are expecting God from them. No. It's like I'm a Nigerian and I see a fellow Nigerian, beautiful little girl raised in Igbo land, speaking Igbo language and speaking English with Igbo dialect, and then I said, no, English is Queen's English. I need you to speak British English. Auntie, if you want her to speak in British English, get her on a first class BA ticket to England. Enroll her in a school in England. Leave her there for 2 years and see if she will not speak it. It does not make sense. Ifá lets us to see that life is real, life is balanced. Your human of Ifá came for divination. Why? Because he was in a career that was not profitable. So when you experience situations in your business, when you experience a downtime in your work, in your career, and you experience unprofitable things, don't look at yourself as if, it's because I have sinned. If God is happy with me, I will experience success every day. It's because I am not holy. Let me go back and confess. Let me be born again. Let me speak in tongues. Let me do this or that. That is not the reason. The reason you are experiencing unprofitable sins or situations in your business and your finances is because that is what human life is. Shikena, kojibelo, sefini, finito, full stop. There is no other, don't be looking for any other explanation. It happens in human life for 1,000,001 reasons that doesn't have anything to do with you as a person, literally. It's like someone does not in Manitoba every day. Why is Canada always cold? That's the way it is. Why am I always feeling cold in this place? Why do I have a flu? Because it is a temperate region. So the question you are supposed to ask yourself is, how do I keep myself warm, understanding that I live in a temperate region? That's the question that makes sense. Why is it happening? Because that is what happens. How do I prevent it from happening to me? How do I stop it from continuing to happen to me? That is the question that somebody that grew and is raised in Ifa will owe you and I an explanation. Please, if at any point you feel any loss in signal, if it is freezing or something, network has been messy, just let me know so that we can switch to another network. If there's any drop in sound or visual quality, please let me know. Odù Ifá Ogunda Okanran says that Egungun came because he was experiencing unprofitable situations as a false wife, Odogu wife, Oga wife. You don't know anything about finances. You don't know how they are making money. So this Odù Ifá, you might think, Iyanifa, it doesn't apply to me. Me, I just sit down at home and I watch DSTV. I just Netflix and chill every day is a vacation. My husband is the one that is paying the bills. You might think because of that, this Odù Ifá does not. You might think because of that, this Odù Ifá does not resonate with you. They said YouTube is connected back again. Please help. YouTube is connected back again. Please help confirm if the quality is good right now. But this Odù Ifá is telling us that people experience uncomfortable and unprofitable situations, whether it is their finances. You can experience unprofitable situation in your relationship, even in parenting. Bá a ṣe ń tọ́mọ òwò là ń ṣe is much better. Thank you so much for that. Òwò là ń ṣe. As you are raising your children, it's a venture. You are investing in them so that you can see the returns. I'm not saying you are investing in your children so that they will bring money back to you, not necessarily. But you want to be able to see the returns on your investments. You want to see that the training you are giving to your children, the wonderful parenting you are taking them through, you want to see it produce amazing and excellent and successful results in them, profitable results in their life, in the quality of their future. That's one of it. You are in a relationship right now. You are investing in that relationship, your time, your trust, your finances. You are sacrificing a lot into that relationship, into that marriage, into that courtship, into that business partnership, into that friendship, into that family bond. You are going out of your way to make sure that your family is united. You are doing it because you are expecting a result. You are expecting a return. So if you are doing that and you are not getting that result, this Odù Ifá applies to you. It's not just about money. Ola Olufayemi, I am God's delight. Thank you so much for joining. As you join in, don't forget to click on the plus sign to follow. Welcome to Ifa College. Mercy of God, you are welcome. Click on the plus sign and join us. Continue with us as we break down this Odù Ifá Ogunda Okanran. Now let's see the lessons and the blessings in this Odù. Odù Ifá Ogunda Okanran says, this Odù teaches that success comes from the union of wisdom and action. Wisdom and action. Wisdom and action. You are at a point in your life. I taught you while we were taking a recap of last year. I said make it a point of duty that at different intervals this year you are taking a recap. You are being, how do I put it? You are being accountable in your life. Make sure that you are being accountable in your life. Take a recap of your life from time to time. Check your finances from time to time. Check your relationships from time to time. Assess it. Those of you that registered for the Ifa Business School, I gave you the template for which you will go through this year, assessing yourself in intervals. Check it. That is the only way Egungun will know that his life was not profitable. A lot of you don't even know if that business you are doing is profitable or not. You think because you bought it at 10 naira and you are selling it at 15 naira, that's profit. You did not calculate the fact that you are running that business from home. You are paying rent. You are paying for data. You are buying recharge card to make calls. You are paying for your phone bills to be able to call and follow up with your logistics, with your customer, with this and that. You are not including the fact that you are packaging those goods. You are not including the fact that the economy of your country is unstable. You are importing that product. Give allowance for all of this. By the time you calculate all of that, you will find out that your total cost is 16 naira. Meanwhile, you are selling at 15 naira. That business is not profitable. You have put in a lot into that relationship. You are gaslighting yourself into the fact that they will change. It will be better. It will be okay. That relationship is not profitable. Now, when something is not profitable, that doesn't mean you should jump out of it. No. That means that you should ask yourself what is going wrong and how to fix it. Faith is not sitting down somewhere that something is clearly not working, believing that it will work. That is hope. You are hoping that it's going to work. Faith comes from something you can see on the inside of you, and your physical self is living a reality of it. You have to first of all see it. And as long as it involves at least two people, make sure it's both of you that are seeing it. You cannot be the only one that is seeing the future of that marriage. If the future you are seeing is only in your head, auntie, you are married to yourself, uncle, you are dating yourself. If you are in a business partnership with someone, if you have employed people in your business and you are the only one that can see the future of that business, you are wasting your time. You don't have any partner, you don't have any employee. You have only put people around you that will drag you down because they don't know where you are going. If you have a question, type it in the comment section. As long as it's not a personal question about your life, type it in the comment section. So you need to understand that before you can say, I'm staying in this marriage, I'm staying in this business, I'm staying in this career, make sure that whatever it is you are working towards is something you can see and is something that Ifa is seeing with you. When this divination was done for Egungun, Ifa says this year that problem will stop. Let's go back and read it. Ifa says, wọ́n ní ọdún yìí ni yóò borí nínú iṣẹ́ rẹ̀. English translation says, he was told that this year that suffering will end and he will succeed in his work. Ifa said it. So you have one witness. Ifa ni ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín. Ifa is the witness. Ifa has said it that, this is what is going to happen for this person. Then you can hold on to it. You can take it to the bank. You can live your life on it. But if the other person you are building the business with, building the marriage with, building the career with, is not seeing what Ifa is seeing for you, you are not going anywhere. Is there a big difference between Ifa and Santeria? Or they are basically the same? They are not the same. Ifa is not the same thing with anything that is not Ifa. Ifa is Ifa. Santeria is Santeria. They are different practices that are picked different things from Ifa, from other forms of African spirituality, especially those in the diaspora. They have picked different things here and there to form that new thing that they have. But it is not Ifa, it is not ÌṢЭШE. Are there similar practices and similar names? Yes. Just like the type of voodoo that is being practiced in Haiti, the Haitian voodoo. It has part of Ifa in it. It has part of Ewe voodoo in it. It has part of voodoo from other West African countries in it. It has part of Ordinani, which is Igbo spirituality in it. Because their ancestors came from different places, came together and then formed something that reflected where they are coming from. But there is a lot of change, a lot of difference. So if you want to practice Santeria, you are practicing Santeria. If you want to practice Ifa, ÌṢЭШE, as practiced in Yoruba land, given by our ancestors who did not leave Yoruba land, then you are practicing Ifa. Now, that is not to undermine or bring down any form of practice. No, every form of spirituality is valid, whether it's Chinese spirituality, Indian, Ghanaian voodoo, West African voodoo, Sangoma, Ifa, whatever it is. Every form of spirituality is valid for the people for which it was given. But if you are drawn to Ifa, then practice Ifa the way it was given to our ancestors who lived here, who did not live here, and who are practicing it undiluted, unwatered down, without mixing and matching anything. I hope I've been able to answer your question. So when Egungun went to Ifa to make a divination, Ifa says, you see that particular business, it will succeed. This year it will succeed. You only need to make certain ebo and etutu. And the moment he made his ebo and etutu, he went back into that business to put in his best, to follow the direction that his Ori was leading him, and it succeeded. Ifa said he came back to praise his Awo praised Ifa, Ifa praised Elédùmarè. Now, there is a clause there. If that thing you are experiencing right now, that you are experiencing your unprofitable situation in right now, if it involves another human being, please listen to this part. If it involves another human being, and if I has told you that it will work, you have to make sure that that other human being understands what you are doing, understands where you are going, and is on the same plane with you. Is on the same page with you. If that person is not on the same page with you, they are not putting in the same effort, they are not guided by the same principle, you do not have the same goal in view, I'm sorry, even though if I said it, it might not end up being profitable and successful. And that is no fault of yours, that is no fault of Ifa, that is the choice of the other person involved, because the success and the end goal of that thing depends on both of you, at least minimum of both of you. Please keep clicking on your screen, I beg of you. Continue to click on your screen. As the likes are popping up, you are teaching the algorithm that Ifa College is a good page and the content we put out here is good content, and they are allowed, you are giving the algorithm permission to push it to more and more people. Can I have your contact? Yes, you can. The WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen right now. Chief Iyanifa Ewa, posted by Jane Juma. When you send a message to that WhatsApp number, it's a verified WhatsApp number. WhatsApp has verified that number as the only contact of Ifa College and Iyanifa Ewa. So make sure that you copied the right number. Please keep clicking on your screen. Ejo, Eshe. Somebody asked a question. Let me see before my whole family, Maria says my whole family practices Santeria, but yeah, like you said, I don't like the mixture. Ifa speaks to me. Okay, you are welcome. Take your first step by sending a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now. Take your next step by visiting the website ifacollect.ng, and we will take it up from there. Eshegoni Adupe. Somebody said, oh, thank you, my father crowned Ogun and I was told I must too. No, you don't, it's not a must. It's not a must though. The orishas that I have is different from the orishas of my children. No? My egbe is different from that of my children. We are different entities. Ifa treats us as different, separate entities. So the orisha for you might be totally different from that of your siblings, your parents, your babalawo. There are no two people combined. It's not a community work here. Cadet, Moshe, Ugwato, Asure, Funfun. So you have to apply wisdom when that venture involves somebody else. They might not be open to Ifa, yes, but they are open to English language or Yoruba language, so you can sit down and speak to them. Concerning this business we are doing, I have a very strong inkling, if that's the way they will understand it, or God told me, if they are the people that believe in God told me, whatever it is, however it is, you can make the information available to them. Let them know that this is the direction you are going. Let them know that you have to stop doing this, you have to start doing this. Whatever information that Ifa has given you, the instruction, the direction, communicate it to them in a way that they can hear you and understand you, so that they know where you are going. And you need to understand that they are on the same page with you. If not, you will just sit down there and be saying, Ifa said, Ifa said, Ifa said. You are building like this. Somebody else is dragging it down. Especially somebody you can let go of. So you guys were not born in the same spirit, soul, and body, so they can go. If your partner is no longer aligned with what you are doing in that business venture, in that relationship, whatever it is you are doing, please go back to Ifa to ask. I'm noticing that everything that this person is doing, despite how many times I've told them, it contradicts what Ifa has told me and I'm trying to do. Ifa, what should I do? You sent a message since yesterday concerning the questions you asked. You haven't heard from me. No, that's not possible. I must have replied your message, even if it's one response. I don't have any message in any of my WhatsApp that hasn't been attended to. Maybe you have asked additional messages and we haven't gotten there, but that you have not gotten any reply at all is not possible, except you send a message to the wrong number. Please check the number you sent a message to and confirm that you have at least received one message. I make sure that no matter how many messages I have, I respond to everything before the close of the day. Some of you saw me online at 2 a.m. this morning saying, Iyanifa, you are still online, because I haven't finished responding to messages. So I don't move anything from the previous day into the next day. Please check the number that you sent a message to. Ifa reveals that stagnation ends when we listen to divine instruction. Stagnation ends when you listen to divine instruction. I have said it 1,000,001 times and I will repeat it again. What you need right now is not another soap, is not another powerful babalawo, is not another prayer and fasting, is not another spiritual gymnastics. What you need right now is instruction, is knowledge. Instruction, knowledge. That is what you should be seeking. Instruction and knowledge. Knowledge is what you should be seeking as you move in this life. Knowledge is what you should be asking for. Instruction of information about how did I get here. Despite all the effort of your parents and grandparents, why is your lineage still stuck in that point? Ask questions. Some of you are just about, please help me fix it, please help me fix it. Ọmọdé ló máa ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Yorùbá ní tọmọdé bá ṣubú awẹ̀yìn. Tágbàlagbà tí ọmọdé bá ṣubú awo wájú, tágbàlagbà bá ṣubú awẹ̀yìn. If a child falls, they only look forward. If an adult human being falls, they look back to find out why, what happened, what was there. How do I avoid it next time? A lot of you spiritually, you are still children. Anyway, I give it to you. You are just coming up in spirituality. But please do more than just, I just want a solution. Iyanifa, I will take my time to record voice note to certain people, explaining their situation, explaining their predicament, how they got there, how they are going to live there. Iyanifa, this voice note is too long. This voice note you sent to me is too long. Can you just tell me what I'm going to do to fix this situation? And I look at you like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. If you cannot listen to voice note that I decided to record out of my busy schedule to explain something to me, to you, to give you instruction and direction, it's not going to work. Why? Because if I give you a solution to fix it, and you did not, and you are not following the instruction, you will find yourself in that predicament again. Then you will come back and stress me again. No. We are not children, we are adults. Normalize asking questions, finding out why. Why am I here? What did I do wrong? What did I not do right? What was I doing that I wasn't supposed to do? Who was I involved with? How did my parents contribute to this? How did I contribute to this? Ask those questions. Ask those questions. And then receive instructions of how not to go back into it. Receive instructions of how you are not going to go back into it. And abide by that instruction. That is when the quality of life of your life is improving. If the only thing you want to do in life is bump into a wall, come and fix it. Get plaster and sellotape and fix it. Close your eyes again, bump into another wall, come back and fix it. You will bump into one particular wall one day that will smash and scatter your head. Oh, my smash it, unrepairable. That is not good quality life. Olamide, Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Ojúmọ́re, who is there? Which of you is there? You cannot continue to live your life like that. That is the quality of life that children are living. You are an adult. Information, instruction, and knowledge is one thing that you should wrap your life around every day. And as Ifa gives you that instruction, follow it and make sure that every other person that is contributing to that life with you is also following it. Keep clicking on your screen, please. What happened? Where is your brother? The next lesson says, this Odù announces the end to financial hardship and professional frustration. When I was writing this and the word professional frustration came to me, it was like the first thing that came to my mind is relationship and marriage. Some of you are professional daters. When it comes to dating, you are a professional in it. When it comes to fixing men and fixing women, you are professionals in it. You know how to fix people. You are a professional in building relationship. We should give you PhD in bricklaying. Your family produces cement and gravel and sand. Cement in your house is like water. So you are going out every day looking for who to build. Bob the builder. You are looking for who to fix. You are always carrying cement around every day of your life looking for who to fix. And at the end of the day, you keep attracting people that need fixing and that need mending. Because there are a lot of people in this life that they are broken. You know? When you say, why do I keep attracting this kind of people? News flash, we have more people that need fixing in this life. We have more people in this life that need fixing than people that are whole. So your chances of attracting people that need fixing is like 7/10 with the quality of people we have in this life. So when you say, why do I keep attracting such people? Because the percentage of such people are more, and because they see you, are always carrying a bag of cement around. Abi, those of you whose children can just run and tear their clothes every time, are you not going to be looking for Malam the tailor? Those of you that grew up in Nigeria at the time I grew up, you know all those Malam that will put machine on their shoulder like this and be doing paka with their scissors. They are always passing. Every day, your mommy is always telling you to call them because no, buy your bed sheet, why your shukuku, why your shirt. You will something we share Yamisha as children, something we need mending. You are always looking for the fixer that will fix it. You are back in the day, we are always looking for the shoemaker, the Ghanaian shoemaker. Ejikani shop, thank you so much. That's what I was trying to remember. Obioma Ejikani shop, we are always looking for them. And then when we want to shine our school sandals, in the days of Bata and Cortina, we are always looking for all those shoemakers that would shine it for us. They are always coming to fix something. If your school sandals does not cut, it will tear. Something will shall happen. They are always there. So every time you see them, you know what they do. Nobody needs to tell you. They don't even need to announce the tailor is here. They don't say anything. You just be hearing paka. You already know that it's a tailor. That's how some of you are going about in life. You are carrying machine, Ejikani shop. You are carrying cement, professional fixers. You are looking for them everywhere. And after you are fixed, please, after the shoemaker, Sobata, after he fixes your shoe, will you not collect your shoe and go? You will collect your shoe and you go and you give him his money and he will go. He will not sit down there and say, that shoe, you are wearing it to write JAMB tomorrow. If you pass your JAMB exam, we are going to University of Ibadan together. It's not going to happen. When you are writing your thesis, you are writing your projects, You do not write in your project, I want to say, acknowledge the shoemaker that used to help me shine my shoe from GS1 to university. You are not going to acknowledge shoemaker. You are not going to acknowledge the tailor that used to sew your school uniform. You know how they used to do it those days? They will put another fabric under it like this. Then they will now sew on top of it because it has a space. They will now sew it like this. Girl. The good old days. These are better days. Our better days is not in the past, but it's looking like the better days of Nigeria. You are not going to acknowledge that one that is always doing your ejikani shop. My SSC result is that I want to say thank you to the tailor that used to sew my clothes when it was tearing. Nobody says that. You don't remember them. They have fixed it. They have gone. Some of you are like that. You are going about fixing people, professional fixers. Professional fixers. And you are at a point in your life. Ifá says, this Odù announces the end to financial hardship and professional frustration. You have become professionally frustrated. You are tired. You are frustrated. You have built and built and built and built. It feels like the people that you are helping in their life, sorry, what's wrong with this? It feels like the people that you are helping, while they are with you, they sound like they don't know their left from their right. While they are with you, you are the one that is taking responsibility for everything. You are telling yourself, they have childhood trauma. They've been through a lot. They are always coming from a lot. You are helping them. You can see a bright future. You want to obey telescope ayedani. You have this spiritual telescope that you are using to see everybody's bright future. That's your own profession. You can, the moment you speak to a man under 2 seconds, you can already tell his future is bright. You are seeing what he himself is not seeing. And I'm not saying that you cannot see a bright future in a man. I'm not saying that. I'm all up for starting up together and growing together, yes. But auntie, it's time to tell yourself that you have turned it into a profession. What you saw the share. You have turned it into a profession that Ori did not assign you to do. Even the people that believe in Jesus, that Jesus that came to fix everybody and save everybody, they believe in only one Jesus. One out of the 8 billion people that is alive, only one person had that role to come and save everybody. One, and according to them, that one person has come and gone. If that story is true, we don't even believe in that. Ifá does not even believe in the fact that somebody has come to fix somebody. Ifá says every human being should take responsibility for their life. If you are going to help somebody fix because you have extra cement, make sure that the person is bringing gravel. Make sure the person has bought land. Make sure the person is bringing wood and nail and every other thing. The person already has the land, he has the gravel, he has water, he has sand, he has the nail, he has the roofing sheet, he has the wood, he has the wires, he has everything. We have a question on YouTube. I can't see any question on YouTube. Are you sure? Or do I need to restart YouTube? Let me restart it because I can't see any question popping up on my end. The only comments I can see on YouTube is the comments that Janet Africana dropped. The hashtag, my blessing is here now, I share it is done. That's the only thing I can see on YouTube. Do I need? They have come with everything. We are back when I cannot see the question. Please, if you posted a question on YouTube, I can't see it. Can you retype your question? If you had asked the question earlier and I hadn't responded to it, please retype your question. Make sure that the person you are building with has all of these materials. Don't be the one to buy land for them, to bring cement, to bring gravel, to bring the wood, to bring the stone. You are building it in their name. When that house is complete, until it is their house, they will take it and they will go. The same way you collected your shoe from the shoemaker and you wore it to school, you wrote your exam and you passed. And they will not remember to acknowledge you. That's the bad part of it. they will not remember to acknowledge you. The same way you did not acknowledge the shoemaker that shined your shoe when you were doing your final year project. And every day they were there to shine your shoe. Every day they will bring their what's it called? The polish and the brush. But you did not write their name on the acknowledgement. You didn't even mention, you don't even know their name. You just know his name is Sobata. That's the same way. I beg of you, don't get yourself into a situation where you are professionally frustrated in a profession that has nothing to do with you. When you are building a partnership, make sure that everybody is bringing in something. You might have more than them, that's okay. We all cannot have the same things in the same amount, the same quality, the same quantity. The same quantity, we cannot always have it. Some people will have more than some people. But find out what exactly they are also bringing. They don't have money, it's okay. What do you have that is translating into making money or saving money in this relationship? Normalize asking that. Know what they also have, what they also bring. A lot of women particularly are broken because you go ahead and see those same men. See that same man with another woman in 2 years' time, 1 year, 6 months from that time, doing great. And you are wondering, so this man had it in them. He did not have it in him at that time you met him. You are the one that taught him. You are the one that taught him how to do it. You are the one that built him. And when he was done being built, he went to where he wanted to go, where his heart was. Some people build and they sit down there to inherit and enjoy it. We have people that have done that. Does ÌṢÄШE teach what Orisha works with me? ÌŞÄШE does not teach. Ifá tells you in a divination what Orisha works with you. It's not something that we teach in a live streaming like this. You make a divination for yourself to find out the Orisha that works with you personally. And there are different types of divination for that. So if that is what you need, if you're asking the question for yourself, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. Whether it is a marriage relationship, whether it is dating, courting, friendship, business partnership, whatever form of friendship and partnership, even in family, a lot of you have become professionally frustrated taking care of family. You are the only one that is doing this and doing that and doing that. A client sent me a voice note yesterday. She said her father has learned how to manipulate and gaslight her into collecting money from her based on the fact that I trained you, I did this for you, you have to give me. He targets the time that she's going to receive her salary to come up with one story. And she would always do it. Why? Because she doesn't want to be seen as a bad daughter. You need to evaluate certain family bonds. Yes, you are my father, you are my mother, you have done all of this for me in the past. At this time, I still want to know what you are also contributing in my life. It's a relationship, it does not end. It's not they have done their own, it's time for you to do your own. While you were younger and they were doing all those stuff for them, you also had a responsibility as a child that you were doing. You had a duty as a child that you did to them. So many of them had several children. You had several siblings. As the first son and the first daughter, you took care of your siblings. If you were not there to take care of your siblings, they will get a maid or they will stay at home and do it themselves. Several times they would send you to run an errand here and there. If you were not there to run the errand, they will get people to do it, pay for somebody to do it, or do it by themselves. It will have cost them something. So you also had a duty you played for them when you were a child. So right now that you have grown up, your duty to them, you are taking care of them. They still have a duty to you. You need to sit down and talk about it. Sit down and tell them how. The question on YouTube says, what do you think about someone who has been having marital challenges and Ifá divination Please, can you complete the sentence? And Ifa divination what? But before we get the other part of that question, if you have been having marital challenges, Ifa divination is where you go to. So I don't know what your Ifa divination has said, what Ifa said about that partnership. Did Ifa say it is positive or negative? Now, more than what Ifa has said, you need to also make sure. Janet Africana, please post a comment in the comment section on YouTube. Let me understand what is happening, why I can't see the question. Okay, so in the Ifa divination, they were told that he's not destined to have a single wife, but to be a polygamist. Okay, I guess that is where the question is going. All right, so the person said they are having marital challenges. They went for a divination. I don't know who went for a divination, whether the man or the woman, but according to them, an Ifa divination was done, and they said the man is not destined to have just one wife. He's destined to have more than one wife. Okay. Can I also, okay, thank you very much. Can I also know what they said about the woman? Because there are two people involved and two destinies are involved. Did they also say the woman is destined to be in a polygamous setting? We also need to find out, because it's not only a man that has a destiny that should be considered in a married partnership. Then I also need to ask them, the person said they were having challenges. How is that challenges being answered by the man being a polygamist? Did they say when he marries his other wives, the challenges between he and this wife will go away? There are so many questions there. So if that person can still hear me, I don't know why I can't see comments on YouTube anymore. Send a message to the WhatsApp number. There's so many questions I need to ask you, and I don't want you putting your business out here in a public place. So send a message to the WhatsApp number that will be posted on your screen. Janet Africana will post the WhatsApp number. I might not be able to see it. If you can see it, just copy it in the order that she's going to post it. Just copy it as +234 808 417 2309. Just copy it in that order. Or if you're on TikTok, if you happen to have a TikTok account, you can head over to TikTok and copy the number from there. So it is just like on this question now, there are two people involved. Before I say this is this and that is that, before Ifa comes to a conclusion, I want to know what Ifa says about both of them. Some of you had entered into that relationship, that partnership, that marriage, that friendship, that job, that business, that career, before you came to Ifa. You will come to Ifa and Ifa will tell you that is not for you. It is not for you. Yes, it aligns with your partner, but it doesn't align with you. Then step by step, we will take you through a series of Ifa divination that is going to talk about what aligns with you. Always feel this thing. Always feel it. Step by step, we will talk about what aligns with you. Is that okay? So if you need any of that, just send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen right now. Take these two away and bring the other one to the front. The next thing that Ifa says this Odù brings breakthrough after long seasons of struggles. This Odù brings breakthrough. Now, this is me telling you, it doesn't matter how many years you have been in that same situation. It doesn't matter how many years you have been roaming around in circles. It doesn't even matter how old you are. Some people will say, at this point in my life, Iyanifa, do you think anything can be done? Because they are advanced in age. Do you think they can still fix anything? As long as you are alive and you are breathing and you hope to see the next day, you can fix it. It doesn't matter how long it has been, how long the season of the struggle has been. This Odù Ifá says you can effect a change. You can effect a change. Somebody should remind me, there's something I want to mention, but I don't want to go off this teaching. But I want to mention it before we leave. I want to mention to you how to make sure that you are not the one that is responsible for these seasons of struggles. So please remind me before I wrap up that I said I was going to mention that. The next lesson says, this Odù Ifá declares that destiny favors those who prepare for a change. Those who prepare for a change. I know change is like one of the most challenging and difficult things for us as adult human beings. Change is one thing that we don't want. The more we grow up to become adults, the more we just get used to the things that we are used to, and we don't want to stop them. We would rather be on the same spot trying to fix it than to consider the option of changing, the option of moving away from it and actually starting something else altogether. You would rather continue to put in money and effort with the hope that it will change, because as far as you are concerned, the long years and the long effort you have put into it should translate to something. As much as I understand that, it is not applicable in every situation, which is why if Ifá tells you to leave that thing and move, please be ready to. As you come to make your Ifá divination, be ready to tell yourself that Ifá can require me to change and to move, and be open to it. Prepare yourself for it as you go through life every day. Prepare yourself for the fact that this thing you are doing right now, a time might come when you will not be able to keep with it. People are sending gifts in on YouTube. I'm super grateful. I do not understand why I cannot see any more activities on YouTube, but thank you so much. Janet Africana is notifying me on TikTok that people are sending amazing gifts on YouTube. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Thank you for the encouragement. Ajé Abusi fún yín. Ajé will continue to replenish it, to increase it. Our ancestors will continue to support you as you support the cause of Ifá. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. So you must be prepared for a change. The moment Ifá says move in this direction, Ifá is the GPS of life. The GPS always tells you to go straight, turn right, turn left. When Ifá says go straight, go straight. Ifá says turn right, be ready for that change. Religion tells you that you will pray about something. As long as you bring God into it, God will do it. Excuse me, more like you are twisting the arm of God into what you want. They said wherever 2 or 3 are gathered, God is there. 2 or 3 of you are gathered, you want to drag God. You don't consider the circumstances of the 2 or 3. You don't consider the mindset of the 2 or 3. You don't consider what their plan is, as long as they have gathered in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit God. That's not how it works. Whatever God has joined together, let no man put asunder. Your definition of joined together is the fact that they did the wedding in a religious building. So as long as 2 people have come into a religious building to say I do, is God that you have twisted the arm of God to just join them together? Does it not occur to you that it's possible for them to do that, and is not the divine and supreme being that joined them? Is it not? Think about it as adult human beings. Is that not true? It's very true. So you need to find out that thing that you are doing. Go back to the foundation. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this who I'm supposed to be doing it with? We have been it for 20 years does not answer that question. We have put all our effort and life into it, does not translate it into that is what your Ori wants for you. I enjoy doing it with them, does not translate into that is what your Ori wants for you. This is the way my forefathers raised me to do it. It does not translate into that is what your Ori has picked for you. I don't want to break their heart. I don't want to look like a bad person. Am I just going to give up on it like that? All of that does not answer the question, is that what Ifá wants for you? Is that what your Ori is saying? Until you can brace yourself up and be strong enough to accept the answer to that clear question. What is Ifá saying about this thing? Until then, you want us to continue to massage your ego and tell you, Sister Janet, you have put in 25 years into this. Brother Ali, you have put in 15,000 dollars into this. Auntie Aduke, you have put in all your life into growing with this man. You can't just let everything go like that. If you want us to do that for you, I can direct you to people that are going to do it too. Me ò ní sùúrù tó gbogbo yẹn rárá. And no matter how much you narrate the story, those of you that know me knows what Iyanifa is going to say in the end is, let us ask Ifa. It doesn't matter how touching your story is. It doesn't matter how much you think that we are supposed to defend you and take sides with you. I can be empathic enough to say, oh, sorry about your experience. But the conversation ends with, let us ask Ifa, because it's not what I think or feel. How does what I think or feel affect your life? It's not even a matter of what you yourself think or feel. Can we find out what Ifa says about it? And if Ifa says there has to be a change, can we normalize having that change? Can we welcome it? Can we take baby steps in effecting that change that Ifa has asked for and directed you to? Can we normalize sitting down with the other person involved and explaining to them that this is the situation right now, this is where I am at right now, and it is what it is? Are you moving forward with me in that direction? Can we normalize expecting them to say yes or no? And if they say no, that is also okay, because they are entitled to their life choices and it doesn't make them bad people to us. The fact that your goals does not align with mine doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just means we are different. And Odù Ifá is different. Ori is different. ÌṢẹ̀ṣe is different. And that's okay. So the fact that that relationship or that partnership is not working does not make you a bad person. It does not make them a good person. It does not make them, it just means you people are different. Can you unify that difference to fulfill the destiny of both of you? If yes, if I gave you go ahead, go. If it is no, count your losses at that point and go. One of my dear sisters, I hope she's watching this live streaming, I've been encouraging her to do. She has been in a marriage for over 20 years. At the time of getting married, she started noticing some things about her in-laws that told her clear and straight they don't like her, they are not in support of her, they are going to fight her physically and spiritually to frustrate her out of there. She saw it at the initial part, not when the relationship started, but I think a few months after the wedding, they made it clear to her. She saw signs that in that home, everybody is attached to that's her husband as their source and their father. She saw it. I mean, nobody would expect her to back out at that time. She continued to go. From the first child that she had, she saw her family members, the in-laws, coming to her to say, you are not going to have a child for our son. You are just here to waste your time. You will leave. I mean physically and spiritually. It's not spiritually in your mind or in your dream, but spiritually in this eyeball to eyeball encounter. So having her first child was dramatic. Having the second one was a miracle. Every time she gets pregnant, she has to have in-laws. They don't know until she has the baby. The husband will insist, we are going to my family house to do the naming. She will say no, because she knows what they have been telling her and showing her to her face and in her dream and in whatever. And a lot of spiritual people around have gone to confirm it. She stayed. She was a young wife. It's understandable. She was coming from a family where her mother has also experienced broken marriages, and she did not like the way it turned out. So she wanted to be the first one to stay in a marriage and count years and it will work, and she continued. When she was going to have the third child, her husband told her to her face, my family doesn't want you to have any child again. Can you stop? She still went on to have that boy. The father was not involved in the birth. He was not involved in the naming ceremony, not even the first birthday of the child, but she was still married. Then her finances started to go down. They told her in another family meeting that you are not going to make money in this our son's house. He's the one that will make all the money and he will spend it on us, not you. They told her to her face, not a dream, but she stayed. She's an elderly friend, she's a sister. Her family and my family are very close. And I met her through ԻΣΕΣΕ. She's here today, I think 21 years in the marriage. She's a mental, emotional, and psychological wreck. I mean, she literally has mental breakdowns that her children will have to call on friends and family to save the situation. But guess what? She's still there. And what is her excuse? The family of the man has used her glory and her star to enrich their son. So she's not living there until the man gives her money to live. She would rather do spiritual work to get money for the man so that she can tell herself that it is the man's money that she used to start a life, than to get spiritual work that is going to help her to move and start another life. She comes from a family of deeply rooted traditional people. She is a direct descendant of the family of the Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́. Her grandmother was the Ìyá that was physically blazing fire. And she is the one that Orisha has picked in her time. She knows this, I know it. We talk about it. Her family talks about it with her. And they have told her several times, including spirit appearing to her herself, that that's not her husband. As she fell Konilatile, she knew it. She's still there like this. And she's still speaking. She's still there saying, Iyanifa, I said I'm not going until I get money from this man. You said, Iyanifa, please delete. What are you asking me to delete? Oh, okay, that's message. Oh, yeah, I don't think TikTok allows us to delete comments. I've not deleted the comments before, I am not sure. But not to worry, just post more and more comments, it will go up. And she still, last year, she had a major episode. Her daughter had to call on a video call to show us what was happening. If not because of Elédùmarè and his mercy, either her or her husband would have been unalive that day when the two of them started. You could see the way she was acting. It was a mental breakdown in the presence of the same children that she said, I'm not going to live here. He has to take care of our children. He's the one that will take care of his children. I'm not going to. I spoke with her mom and her sister after the episode, and I told them, please bring this container. And I told them, èmi ti sanwó mi kúrò nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. I told them that day. I said, see, look at this. This is exactly what I did on the video call. I said, I have rinsed my hands off this situation. Mo ti sanwó mi kúrò nínú ẹ̀. Hold it with your two hands. I have rinsed my hand off this situation. Mi ò lè dá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí mọ́. Put it down. The only time I want to hear anything about this man's name is if she said, I have moved out of the house. Excuse me, we are ready to support her if she decides to move. She's not alone. She has a support system. If 3-4 of us come together, we will be able to rent an apartment. But she said no, she doesn't want to collect money from anybody. She doesn't want to be a burden on anybody. This man, she has given him 20-something years of his life. He owes her. She's my sister. She's my friend. Èmi ò lè róòtọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ kí n má sọ. I told her I cannot. I will not. I cannot. Iyanifa, if you can just give me something that I will use to talk to him and collect money from him. I can't. You are not a child. You are a spiritually gifted woman. You understand these things. I will not do that for you. When you decide to do what Ifá says you should do, you do not even have any business in that house in the first place, let alone the marriage is no longer working. It wasn't meant to be in the first place. 40-something years of her life. And the man is thriving. Let me explain to you how bad the situation is. The man is thriving. He drives brand new cars. He builds houses for his siblings, pays school fees for his siblings, children. His elder sisters that has husband, he's the one that is responsible for their daily financial activities. Yet, he and his immediate family lives in a house where I cannot raise my pets there. I'm not exaggerating. If I have a pet, I cannot raise my pet in that house. He sleeps and wakes up in that house because he doesn't want to get his wife into a decent apartment, rented apartment. So he has built house for his siblings and his family. He drives a brand new car. He's making money. And he makes sure that his wife has finished spending her monthly salary and borrowed before he will do anything. He buys very good clothes for himself. Has different women around. To her face, he will post them on WhatsApp status. She will see it. Children that are the same age with their first child, who is an undergraduate. Now, that is going to bring me to the part that I was talking about when I said I wanted to tell you the parts that you are also playing. You see, a lot of the things that is responsible for us, we are the ones that is manifesting it. Someone has been posting a comment. The person says very similar. The husband has so obstructed her and married someone else. Okay. Let me explain something to you. Those of us that are practicing spirituality, affirmation, manifestation, when good things happen to us, we tell ourselves, oh, I manifested that car. I manifested that good job. I manifested this man that I have now. I manifested this woman I married. I manifested this life that I'm living. And everybody claps for you. We all see you while you are manifesting it. We knew you 3 years ago when you did not have what you have right now. You've manifested it. But also acknowledge and take responsibility of the fact that the negative things, the not so nice things that is happening in your life right now, you are also manifesting it. You are the one that manifested it. Yes. You are the one that manifested it. You are the one that attracted it. You are the one that created an enabling environment for it to continue to thrive in your life. That is all you. You cannot blame your village people when things are going wrong. What of the things that are going right? Did your village people sleep when those ones were going right? Please keep clicking on your screen. Ask yourself, people that are always blaming their step mothers and step sisters and in-laws and co-wife for everything. I'm not saying they are not responsible. I'm not saying they cannot channel negative energy towards you. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that the same way you are able to succeed in business, despite what your mother-in-law was doing and your co-wife and your stepmother, the same way you were able to succeed in that, and they were not sleeping and they were not in coma that time, you can also succeed in every other thing. If they could not stop you from breathing, they could not stop you from having good health, they could not stop your finances, and you think it's only your marriage they have been stopping, it's time for you to ask yourself, what are you also contributing to make it easy for that part of your life to be stopped? It's not fair. It does not make adult sense when you push the blame of every other thing that is not going right on other people, and you take the glory for the one that is going right. People always want to talk about the things that are going right and how they put effort into it. We acknowledge that. But what happened with the one that is not going right? A lot of times we are responsible. We play a part in it. I'm not saying you are totally responsible. I know that your parents made choices that got you to that path. I know your parents made choices. Yes. And those choices got you to where you are today. Yes. But now that you're an adult, what are you also doing to contribute to that, the effect of that thing to continue to happen? This Odù Ifá talks about the fact that we should be ready to welcome change. It declares that destiny favors those who prepare for change. Sometimes all you just need is to welcome that change. It is painful, it is hurtful. I know how it can feel, at least to a certain extent. But you have to. You cannot continue to do the same thing, continue to stay in the same environment, continue to make it easy for people to do the same things for you, and then ask yourself, why is it happening? If you are attracting a certain set of people, a certain character of people, some of you are attracting the same person in different color, in different skin, different height, different language, but when you analyze it, it's like the same person. What exactly are you doing to attract such people? What environment have you created around yourself that makes such people feel welcome and make them want to stay? If you get close to me and you ask people that are close to me, especially those that work with me, if you are a sloppy person, you are somebody that likes to procrastinate, you are somebody that is good at giving excuses, like those excuses, if you get to the court of law, they will pass you for it, saying, this is justified. Some people are professionals when it comes to excuse. The people around me will tell you, you cannot work with Iyanifa for more than 2 weeks with this attitude. 2 weeks is because she's giving you a benefit of doubt. And it's not that she will send you away. I don't know. I don't. You are the one that is going to leave yourself. Because when you read the room around me, you will know that this woman does not allow this. I give you something to do, you do it. You are supposed to do it in 1 hour, you do it in 30 minutes. Once you are done in 30 minutes, I remind you that the project is moving forward. You can see the way I am also working. So you cannot be around me and say, everything we did last week, she didn't even pause the clock and dance for us and sing for us. I would appreciate you, but I'm not going to pause time to do that. Because you can also see the way I'm doing my own things. So I don't create an environment for sloppiness around me. You cannot. You'll be frustrated, you will leave. You need to. Now, I'm not giving myself as an example to you because I'm saying, hey, I'm your role model and your yardstick. Your Ori is your role model, Ifa is your role model, your destiny is your yardstick, it's not me. But I'm saying, ask yourself, how did you create an environment for that thing to continue to thrive? You didn't start it, yes. A fire started. You did not start the fire, yes. We are not blaming you for starting the fire. But we are blaming you for the fact that you stood there. You know there is a keg of petrol behind that place. You didn't carry it away. You stood there and you allowed the fire to burn your clothes. You can move. You are not a tree. Don't let me use the F word. You can move. You are not a rock. You are not a mountain. You can move. But you will stand there and allow the fire to burn you. Then when we blame you for allowing the fire to burn you, we say, but you are not talking about the person that started the fire in the first place. We know you did not start the fire. But did you not know it was fire? Were you not feeling the heat? You will feel the heat first. You will smell the smoke first before the actual fire gets to you. Why did you have to wait for the fire to get to you? Because you want to hold on to the fact that somebody else started it. Some of you are stuck in that relationship because I'm not going to be the one to leave. I don't want them to see I'm the one that asked for a divorce. Somebody is going to ask for it anyway. So what if it's you? What's going to happen? Who is going to stop breathing if it is you? What part of the world is going to stop? Is the sun going to stop shining just because it is you? You are an adult. I don't know if that means anything. If you hear me when I say the word adult, I say adult human being. There is a reason I emphasize the word adult human being, an adult human person. One of the characteristics of an adult human person is that you can make a decision and stand by it. You can decide. You are no longer a child. I've said it before, if you have been following my life stream. One of the things that I always looked forward to being an adult as a child, like I couldn't wait to be an adult, was to decide what I want to do for myself. So actually be able to sit down and say, I choose this for myself. I looked forward to it as a child. I stood in front of my mirror and I practiced it. That I can say, I'm going out at this time and I can come in the time that I choose and nobody will say, where are you coming from? I looked forward to it as a child, like, I wanted to be an adult so badly just to be able to enjoy that. Now you are an adult. You are not exercising that free will of choice. You are bothered about. Like this, my friend, sister that I narrated her story. Me and her parent, her mom and her siblings have come to the conclusion that she's obsessed with that man. Is it Stockholm syndrome that they call it? When you want to continue to hold on to the person that is treating you in a certain kind of way. And when we tell her, she will say, no, you people think I'm obsessed. I'm not obsessed. I know what I'm doing. You know what you are doing. We are waiting to see. I'm not saying we don't know. I'm not saying you cannot think. I'm not saying you cannot decide. But we are patiently waiting to see what you are doing. But also remember that every passing day is an addition to the time you are spending there, is a deduction from good quality life that you are living. How many years did they promise that you are going to spend on earth? That you want to gamble the next minute in a relationship, a business, a location, a lifestyle that does not favor you? How long do you have to spend in this life? That you want to use your life to prove that I'm not the one that asked for a divorce, it is him. It's children that do like that, because the only reason anyone will be doing that is because you are thinking, when they say it, I want to be able to tell everybody, after everything I did, it was the one that sent me out. The fact that you even think you are going to have time to be doing that, you are a child, you are not an adult. I don't want to leave a place and be imagining that people will be questioning me about it and I will sit down and be narrating story. I've left, I've moved on. Anybody that says, what happened? You left that job, you left that business, you left that country. What happened was I moved on to better things and I'm doing well now. Can the conversation end with that respectfully? You are the one that wọ́n ló fẹ́ rojọ́ ẹjọ́ ranu tó fẹ́ máa rò ẹjọ́ gọ́tà dọ̀tí tó fẹ́ máa rò is why you are holding on to points. Ẹjọ́ tí ò ní meaning tí ò ní lárí tó fẹ́ máa rò òun ló ń jẹ́ kó máa ṣe I will be the one, I will not be the one, so that if anybody says anything they will. The fact that you are even planning for if anybody says anything, I want to be able to defend myself. You don't know what life is, or you don't understand how serious this human life is. You don't know that you came here to fulfill a purpose. You don't know. Some of you, they have made a divination for you that Canada to Wayen, America that you are, that UK that you are, that Europe that you are, it cannot favor you. 20 years, nothing to show for you. You are telling me in DM that, Iyanifa, I know what Ifa has said though, but I just need to be able to take something out of this country. It's not possible. Let me at least get money to build one house. Let me be able to show that this is to show who? To show who? At 8:45, who do you want to show? If it's yourself you want to show, leave the place that they said does not favor you. Go to the place that favors you. Go ahead there, build a business, make money, build a house, and show yourself. If it's yourself you care about, then go ahead and do it. But it's not yourself you care about, it's people. Because people will ask you, 20 years that he spent abroad, what did he do? You want to be able to answer them and show them that house. Ẹjọ́ gọ́tà dọ̀tí, ẹjọ́ tí ò ní lárí, ẹjọ́ tọmọdé ń rò, tágbàlagbà máa gba nídìílé lórí lẹ́yìn àgbàlagbà. Ẹ̀yin baálé ilé, ẹ̀yin ìyálé ilé, ẹjọ́ yẹn lè ń rò. That's the ẹjọ́ you want to be be talking about. Everything I said now, I don't know how to interpret it in English, sorry. But you will see that, oh Kamilara, you will see that, please, let's stop this. Find out from Ifa if that thing is no longer working. You are the one that will open yourself to change. Change is the only constant thing in life. Iyanifa, you have changed this thing. I thought this is what you are doing. Yes, that's what I was doing last year when you knew me, but I've changed it. Oh, this is what I'm doing right now. Oh, wow. What was the best they will say? God will help you. That's all. If you were stuck at that place last year, they will not say, Iyanifa, because you are here, let me give you 10,000 pounds. They are not going to give you anything. Ẹjọ́ ló fẹ́ rò. Ìwọ náà dẹ̀ fẹ́ fún wọn lẹ́jọ́ láti rò. This new one you have moved on to, the best they can say is God bless you. The people that truly care and are invested in your life, they will understand that that thing was not favoring you. They will see it and they will support you in the new one that is going to favor you. And if unfortunately you are not surrounded by such people, split yourself into 3: spirit, soul, and body, and support yourself. Me, myself, and I. Split yourself into that 3 and support yourself. Start the support from you. Start with yourself. Support yourself. Welcome the change that Ifa is directing you to. It's easier in the part where Ifa says you should go. It's easier in the part where Ori leads you to. Because that is the part where your orishas lead you. That's the part they will support you. That is the part where your egbes expect you to be. That is the part where you will find ease and support. If you feel attacked today, it's because you needed to hear this. How do we apply this to our everyday life? In our career and our work life, Ifa says, this Odù clearly indicates a necessary job change or career shift. Staying where profit is absent delays your destiny. New opportunities are opening that will bring growth and stability. Do I need to repeat that? Do I need to repeat that? Did anybody get it? As you are joining in, click on the plus sign to follow. This Odù Ifá, apply it to your career. It says, this Odù clearly indicates a necessary job change or career shift. A necessary change and shift in your relationship, in your partnership, in your location, wherever it is that it applies to you. Ifa says this Odù indicates that there has to be a shift. It is not every time that you come to Ifa that Ifa will solve the problem in that place. There are sometimes that solving the problem means changing that job, changing that career, changing that business, changing that relationship, leaving that location. Sometimes that is how Ifa answers your prayers, answers your questions. Àbọrú Àbọyè gbogbo àtọ̀ yín o. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Sometimes that is how it comes. Some of you in Iyanifa, it is this business. This is the business I've been doing. I don't know any other thing. So you have to give me something to make this work. I don't want any other thing. People have literally come to me to tell me, Iyanifa, my relationship is not working. And I say, okay, let me do an Ifa divination to find out if that person is for. That's not what I want. I want this one to work. Iyanifa, everybody already knows this person. We've been dating for 5 years. I've turned down so many suitors because of him. We have moved into his house. We've been living together for the past 3 years. In fact, I'm pregnant for him. In fact, our ancestors are drinking tea together in the other life right now. In fact, Spirit has done this marriage already. Iyanifa, just make this work. There is nothing Ifa cannot do. Or are you telling me you cannot do it? If you know you cannot do it, just say it. Orí àwọn family ẹ tẹ́ lọ́rùn wọn. Èmi ló fẹ́ fi kọ́rọ̀ sọ. You think you can gaslight me into doing something in the way that is not supposed to be done? You think if you say that to Iyanifa, Iyanifa will say, there's nothing I cannot do. Irumole has not failed before. I will prove to you. I don't care about you. I don't have nada to prove to you. Mi ò mọ̀ ẹ́ rí, mi ò mọ̀ ẹyẹ tó ṣe ẹ́, mi mọ̀ bí tó ti ṣẹ̀ wá. Mi ò mọ̀ ẹ́ rí. I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. I literally do not care who you are. What I care about is what Ifá says, and I'm delivering a message to you. Agbenuso lemi o, I'm just the deliverer of a message. I don't know you. Wọ́n ní ẹni tí ó rán ní iṣẹ́ là ń bẹ̀rù, kì í bẹ̀rù ẹni tó rán wa lọ bá. The person that we fear and we respect is the person that sent us, not the person that they sent us to. So you will not come into my DM and say, Iyanifa, if you know you are not going to do it, just tell me, I will look for somebody else. Go and look for somebody else. Go and look for the person that is going to lie to you. Go there. I will ask Ifá first. I tell you to normalize that. That's what I do. When I ask Ifá says, oh, that person is destined for you, then I can put all the spiritual knowledge that I have into making it work. After you have communicated with the other person and you're on the same page, because if Ifá says that person is for you and you are not on the same page, I'm not going to waste my time and effort over it. I know that sounds harsh, but that's the reality. Ifá says there might be a need for a job change, a career change. Staying where profit is absent is a delay of your destiny, which is what I'm telling this, my sister. Every additional day you stay, you are shortchanging your destiny. You are stealing out of good quality life. You are stealing out of the time that you have been destined to spend on this life. Does it not matter to you? Does it not scare you that if life ends for you tomorrow, you have not accomplished anything in the name of marriage? In the name of, this thing has to work. In the name of this career has to work. Ori has destined you to be the financial pillar in your family. Ori has destined you to be a tree that several birds will eat and find shelter in. But you have decided to be what? To be away, to be the tree of Ewedu in one village in forest that somebody will just pluck and eat and go. Meanwhile, you are supposed to be Igi Araba. You are supposed to be a one-man battalion that is going to effect maximum change in your destiny. You are the one that has been called to change the narrative of your lineage. It is you. Your ancestors are waiting for you. But where are you? Living a shadow of yourself. You ran away to Canada. You are walking in the snow. Your hands is freezing. As you are taking the money, rent is going here, student loan is going there, insurance is going there, this one is going there. You will tell yourself you will rather be a lizard in Canada than to be a king in Nigeria. Wow. If I have a way to call your ancestors on the phone, I will tell them that hello, hello, me o, eléyìí ti dójú ti lé o, eléyìí ti fọwọ́ òsì júwe ilé bàbá ẹ̀ o. Go and look for another person. This one cannot save you. Look for another person quickly. Eléyìí ti lọ, ó ti sọnù. Eléyìí ti fi ibi tó ń fi sórí, ó ti fi dédìí o. I will call your ancestors, and because if they are waiting for you, the painful part of it is the 1,001 people whose destinies are tied to your own. Àwọn yẹn lànà wọ́n ṣe mí. Do you perform Itefa? Yes, those are one of my primary responsibilities. Idafa, Isefa, Itefa, Oro Orisha, Oro Egbe. What else? Spiritual products, herbal products. I'm an Iyanifa. That's my job description. So yes, we do. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now. Please, like I told that my sister and my friend, I said, even if you don't love yourself, think about these children. Think about these children. The reason you stayed with that man initially when you saw those signs was because you didn't want to end up the way your mother ended up, going from one marriage to another. But do you think that your children will want to end up like you? You are putting your children through situations where they are having to call for help because their mom and their dad is having a meltdown. I've picked her daughter as my daughter. I've lost count of how many times that girl has told me, Auntie, please make sure, speak to Elédùmarè and to Ifá and to the Orishas to remove marriage out of the story of her life. She doesn't want to. She said, Auntie, please don't tell me there are good men out there. I mo yọ̀ǹda àwọn good men yẹn fóbìnrin tó kù. I release all the good men, let them go and marry the other. I don't want. That is the effect it is having on her. And the mother is telling herself she's staying there because of her children. Her sons are being raised to see their mother being treated like that. How do you think it's going to affect them? So if you are not thinking about yourself, the destiny that you have come to fulfill in this life, other people are attached to it. Think about those people. You think your own life is not worth it, because the problem, I'm not even here to tell you that, oh, you are worth it, you are a light and shiny armor, you are a bright and shiny star, you are fearfully and wonderful. Don't worry, you are not fearfully and wonderfully made. Sure, you have associated yourself with trash. We to have given you the title of trash, because the problem. Can we talk about the people that are attached to you? Those ones are worth it. Those ones, they know they are worth. They want a good life. Can you at least think about them and make the right decisions? I don't know why I'm stressing on a lot of you that are, if you know that you are abroad and things are not working, or things might be working but deep down inside of you, you know there is more to your life than this. Do a divination. In fact, every one of you, Lord Dafasi, ask if at this country I am in, am I destined to be there? At this time, is this where my Ori wants me to be? If Ifa says no, begin a plan, 2-year plan, 1-year plan, whatever year plan, on how to go back to where destiny has aligned you. If just because of the people that are attached to you, we beg you. We know you have already conditioned yourself from paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. You've conditioned yourself to be in an environment where they are treating people of your color as though you are already used to it. We understand. You are enjoying it. Free education, good roads, good kinikon is okay. But please consider the people that are waiting for you in the place where destiny has assigned you. Those people are working hard. They are fasting and praying. They have dreams, they have hope. You are the missing piece in that puzzle. They are praying for their helper to come home. They are praying for their helper to find them. That's why you are experiencing that discomfort and uneasiness where you are. Wherever it is my helper is, let them find me, let them locate me. The remaining parts of this, the person that is going to believe in this project, in this career, let them find me. That person is working in McDonald's, UK, there is nothing, and this is not a derogatory statement I'm making any career bad, but they are doing what they are. Only one in UK lawyer. That person has built that project. You are the last part of the puzzle. All you need, all that project needs, is your expertise. And the moment you put it into it, boom, you guys have built the next best thing. You can now sit down in the comfort of where Orisha wants you to be and employ people that have gone away to look for greener pastures. I live in Nigeria, I work in Nigeria. I have people that I pay salary that live in the diaspora. They work for me, I pay them salary. And I'm in the same Nigeria that they left. Their 9-to-5 job is not enough for them. They are looking for side hustle. The company they applied to is a Nigerian-owned company, owned by a Nigeria. Àwa là ń bọ́ wọn, àwa là ń fún wọn lówó, owó tá à ń fún wọn ló fi ń ṣe ilé ayé. So it doesn't matter where you are. It's not the location that matters. The question is that where your Ori wants you? That's the question. That is the question. So this Odù Ifá is admonishing you to remember that change, welcome it, prepare for it, because it might come. And if you don't want the change, you have already told yourself, Iyanifa, this is what I want to hear. Don't tell me that this is what you should tell me. I will direct you to another Iyanifa that will tell you that. Even though I don't know her, but I might know her tomorrow. that will be able to tell you what you want to hear. But Sherry Iyanifa Ewa possible. In your finances and in your wealth, Ifa reveals that financial struggle is ending if you follow the instructions of Ifa and you do the required effort. New streams of income with better earnings are coming through the wise counsel of Ifa. You are not stuck in that situation. Things are not going to continue to be like that forever. Ifa says it will change. That situation will change as long as you follow the wise counsel of Ifa and you do the required Epo and Etutu. In your personal growth, this Odù Ifá pushes you to upgrade your thinking, your skills, your direction. Success now requires combining intelligence with spiritual alignment. Something happened just now. Somebody just joined the live streaming now, and the statement I made right now has to do with a conversation that I had with that person based on their class at the Ifa Business School. Mr. Mike, yes, you are late. What happened? I guess you were sleeping. Thank you so much for taking time at this time of the night. The person just joined the live streaming now, and I was saying, this Odù Ifá is pushing you to upgrade your thinking, upgrade your skills, upgrade your direction. Success now requires you to combine your upgraded skill with your spiritual alignment. I hope the person has taken this. This is a confirmation that what we have been talking about in the Ifa Business School, this person registered for the one-on-one class at the Ifa Business School. And we were talking about it yesterday, about upgrading your skills, upgrading your license. And just as you joined, Ifa says, this Odù is telling you to upgrade your skills, upgrade your license, upgrade your skills, your direction, your thinking. Because the next level of success that is coming for you is going to be a combination of that and your spiritual alignment. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. This means a lot to me. You won't even understand. You won't even understand. This is how Ifa speaks. Mr. Mike, thank you for that gift. This is how Ifa speaks to us. This is how Ifa speaks to us. Required Ebo. Can't I do Ebo for $20 on my own? How can you do Ebo on your own? Are you a Babalawo? Shop fee, shop fee, or shop fee? Please let me confirm. Are you a Babalawo? Are you a trained and an established Babalawo or Iyanifa or Babalorisha or Iyalorisha? If your answer to that question is no, you do not qualify to do Ebo yourself. It's like somebody saying, can't I do a surgery myself? You guys don't realize that Babalawo, Iyanifa, Babalorisha, Iyalorisha, that's a profession that people have spent 12, 15 years of their life to learn. Is Ebo not Ebo? Ebo is not Ebo. Ebo is not Ebo. If Ebo is Ebo, why would a Babalawo be in training for 15 years? If Ebo is just something that anybody can do, why do they train Babalawos on making Ebo? Most of them didn't go to school like you and I. They spent time from age 8. Those of you that have been in my shrine, you see all those little children, you will have seen them on live streaming. They start to learn at that age, and they are not qualified to stand on their own until maybe they are 20 something, and they started from age 10. If Ebo is Ebo, is not. Why do we say don't self-medicate, go to a doctor? Because medication is not medication. That is somebody's profession. They are trained to do it. There are certain things that only them can do. You want to be able to do it for yourself, no problem. Learn it. Go through the steps. Put in the years. Put in the work. Put in everything. Is that okay? You can watch surgery online. You can watch it in Grey's Anatomy. You can watch it in Good Doctor. You are not going to perform surgery on your pregnant wife the next day. Because what I watched it, is it not surgery? They are just using blade to tear something. They will take the baby out and they will sew it back. That's what they do. Literally, that's what they do. But that is not your profession. You don't have the years of experience and the wealth of knowledge that allows you to have other people's life in their hands. Your ebo is your life in somebody else's hands. Your ebo is your life in somebody else's hands. The way that ebo will go will determine what that part of your life is going to. Which is why I made a video where I explained the difference between a babalawo and adahunse. A babalawo is somebody that has been trained, that has learned, that has been trained. They have the experience and they have been inducted, initiated into an awo that guides their lifestyle. Rules and regulations that guide their lifestyle. It's a profession that has its own guidance. If a babalawo falls out of line, you can report to other members of the awo and they will caution him. Adahunse, on the other hand, has similar information based on the fact that he grew up around people that are babalawos. He probably started the training and he didn't complete it. He has the knowledge here and there. He has picked it up here and there. But he is not initiated and inducted into any awo. There is no standard to his life. He doesn't have any rules and regulations governing him. If he messes up, you can't report him to anybody. Yoruba says, Adahunse, ẹni tó ń dáhunse, ẹni tó ń dá nǹkan tiẹ̀ ṣe, somebody that does these things on his own, without any guidance, without any rules and regulations, without any official training. He's doing it on his own. So the moment you do your itefa and you decide to start giving ebo and etu to yourself, adahunse nie, you have become an adahunse, doing it on your own. There is no profession that is guiding you. There is no awo that is guiding you. You do not have the years of experience and the wealth of knowledge. It's not your job. I know you see a lot of it online. Some of you have watched the videos of how your baba performs your ebo. You can recite it in your head. If you go ahead and duplicate it, adahunse nie, you are out of line. And those are the people that are messing up the Ifa profession for those of us that are putting years and our life into it. There are certain things that you hear people say, my babalawo said this, I heard a babalawo say this, a babalawo did it. No, it's not a babalawo that did that. A babalawo will not do that. Because there are rules and guidelines that covers that profession. He will not do it. Because he knows that there is consequences the day he got initiated. So the people that you fall into their hands and their scam is not a babalawo, adahunse leniye. The people that are all about taking money from you, coming to deliver a message that you did not send them. The person that comes into your DM to say, I did a divination for you. Ifa says you should bring 1,000 pounds. Let me do an Odù Ifá so that your child will not be unalive. Adahunse niye. A babalawo is never going to knock your door and deliver a message for you that you did not send them. Even if spirit tells him something, he will tell the Orisha, find a way to go and tell him. Show him in a dream. Ring it in his head. Let him come back to me for a confirmation. Then I can tell him everything that I know. That is a babalawo. There's a difference. So let me wrap this up by saying, as you go through the streets of the blue app, the black app, the green app, the yellow app, the purple app, whatever app you are going through, and you are gathering information about Ifa, put this in mind. There is babalawo outside, there is adahunse outside. Why will a babalawo quit and become a Christian and a businessman? He's not a babalawo. A babalawo cannot quit. That's what I'm telling you. The person that quits is an adahunse. He's trying to use the knowledge of Ifa to make money. And when money is not coming there, he sees that church people are making money. He goes to start a church. When money is not going there, he goes into business to start a business. That is adahunse. That is not a babalawo. Before you become a babalawo, your Odù Ifá has said that is your calling. So you are telling me that somebody that they have said from birth, this is your calling, and he has put 15 years of his adult and childhood life to learn it. and he has been seeing results in his life and the life of people, we abandon that and go to church to go and look for what? What is he going to look for in church? I don't understand. And then a babalawo being a business professional. Mr. Mike, thank you so much for that. There is nothing that stops a babalawo from having a business. We all have our primary jobs. Everybody on my team has their job. I have a babalawo who is a photographer. We have the one that is a shoemaker. We have the one who is a printer. We have the one who imports building materials. I am an Iyanifa. I have other businesses that I do that has nothing to do with Ifa. I've spent years building real estate business. Is that okay? So anybody that tells you that is living Ifa today, when you say them, say this person used to be a babalawo and is giving his life to Christ, he's not a babalawo. Let me have a conversation with the person and let the person tell me how we will not be see. Ta ló tẹ̀fá fún, ibo ló ti kọ́ ṣe awo. Let those of us that know ourselves have a conversation. It's like you see a doctor who is performing surgery on a wood top, and they are using torchlights to perform surgery in a village, and then he's giving drip to somebody through their mouth. Is that one a doctor? He can wear 200 lab coats. He's not a doctor. Those of the people that are doctor will tell you, they see some diagnoses and some prescriptions. They will tell you the person that prescribed this to you is not a doctor. I don't even need to see them. By this prescription and diagnosis, this person is not a doctor. If he claims to be a doctor, let me know what medical school he went to. Let me know where he was inducted into the National Medical Association of his country. These are the things that you need to learn. This is why I teach you these things. So as you move out into life, Babalawo is there, Adahunse is there. Iyanifa is there, Adahunse is there. Babalorisha is there, Adahunse is there. Iyalorisha is here, Adahunse is here. Akpetebi is here, the wife of Adahunse is here. So your next question should be, Iyanifa, how do I identify them? I have a video on my YouTube channel. Before you pick a babalawo, watch this. Go to my YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube, and watch that video. What's the name of that person? I hope I've been able to answer your question. So let's wrap this up by saying that sacrifice unlocks the turning point. Sacrifice unlocks the turning point. Your Ebo and Etutu will unlock the turning point that you need in your destiny right now. Obedience to the instruction of Ifa will activate an acceleration for you. Your Odù Ifá will activate an acceleration for you as you follow the Odù Ifás. In your decision making, which is very important, if you do not pick anything from this, listen to the next few sentences. When it comes to decision making, you need to understand that you cannot make decisions about your life by yourself. You have little knowledge about it. You are myopic when it comes to life. We are all myopic. There is just this far that we can see. Before you make decisions that can be life-changing, life-altering, I beg of you, asking Ifa before you make decisions. Why is it Kuban only doing Babalawo? First of all, that statement is wrong. Or maybe you are asking the statement in the wrong way. The person is asking, why is it only Kubans that are doing Babalawo? Nigerians are Babalawo primarily. We have Ghanaians who are Babalawo. We have British who are Babalawo. We have Europeans who are Babalawo. We have Americans who are Babalawo. We have Asians who are Babalawo. Ifa welcomes everybody to his mat, and anybody that has been called into that, they are everywhere. I'm an Iyanifa sitting in front of you right now. I'm a Nigerian. You are still looking for where Babalawo is. If you need them, you will say, I need to connect to a non-Kuban Babalawo, and then we will direct you. This is Ile Ifa. This is an Iyanifa you are looking at, and Iyanifa is the female version of a Babalawo. And the rest of my team, we have Babalawos, Iyanifas, Babalorishas, Iyalorishas, who are Nigerians, indigenous Nigerians, because they value what we Nigerians don't value. No, it's not even because of that. We value it. We have always had Babalawos. Maybe you did not value it. We have always had Babalawos here. You are the one that is just coming to Ifa and just noticing them. They have always been there. Because Babalawos did not go extinct. That is why we have elderly people that are raising people. Iyanifa on TikTok, what do you mean by that? Is that a statement or a question around the shop fee? Are you making a statement or you are asking a question? Please be clear with what you are saying. So as you make decisions about your life, as you make decisions about your life, so you are making a statement. I assume that that statement is supposed to be a derogatory statement. You are implying that why would an Iyanifa be on TikTok? If you do not want to see a Babalawo or Iyanifa on TikTok, take a plane if you can afford one and come to Nigeria and come and see Babalawos and Iyanifas in their house. You are the one that is looking for them on TikTok. If you go and look for them in their house, you will find them. Take a plane and tell them you are going to Nigeria, Muritala Mohammed Airport. When you land there, ask anybody at the airport that you are looking for a Babalawo. Trust me, before you drive 5-10 minutes from the airport, you will find a Babalawo shrine. It's everywhere. Or better still, you can call my number when you get to Nigeria and say, Iyanifa, I don't want to see you on TikTok. I want to see you in your shrine. You will find us there. And if you want to see recording of Babalawo and Iyanifas that are not, as they are working in the shrine, head over to my YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. We have live streamed a lot of spiritual processes. We have live streamed ԻΣΕΕΣΕ, we have live streamed Itefa, we have live streamed ceremonies and ebos at Osun Shrine. We have live streamed Egbe initiation and Egbe consecration. Everything, you will see it there. Is that okay? But if you do not want to see Babalawo on social media, or you don't take them seriously on social media, then leave social media and go and look for them in person. It's not that hard. Is that okay? I hope I've been able to answer your statement that came in form of a question. So in a decision making as you go through life, I beg of you, normalize asking Ifa before you make decisions. Normalize asking Ifa before you make decisions. Somebody says, but ma, I thought they said those things are not meant to be on camera. Okay, let's break it down as adult human beings. When something is on camera, when we film something, we're filming it because other people can see it, right? So that other people will be able to see it, right? Please, can you answer the question? Perfect vendor in Arepo, Lagos. When we film and we record something, it's so that other people can see it. That's the reason we record. If we don't want any other person to see it, we will not record, right? Now, let me answer your question by saying, the same human eyes that sees it when you record is the same human eyes that sees it there in person. So if there is an Ifa ceremony, if there is a spiritual ceremony that people can gather there in mass and see it, it means that you can also record it and people that are far away can see it. As long as people can see it in physical person, seeing it on camera is the same thing. But there are spiritual practices, spiritual ceremonies that nobody can see. Nobody can see it. The only person that will be there is you and your Babalawo. Even your family members cannot see it. Those type of ceremonies cannot be recorded. But when we come for Osogbo festival and everybody is there, when we come for Itefa, people are there. You can bring your family members. People will see us on the road. We are walking on the road now when we are doing Itefa. We walk from Igbo Ifa back to the shrine. Everybody driving is seeing you. People can see you, so they can record it. You can record it. As long as people can see you physically, you can record it. But the ones that people cannot see you, you go out at night and do it, and no other person can see you. Nobody can record it. In fact, no other person is allowed to be there, let alone you be recorded. So there are differences in these things. Is that okay? I hope you have received your answer and you are satisfied. Let's wrap up this essay by making Iwure. The Iwure for today says, the season of struggle has ended in my life. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Say it to yourself. The season of struggle has ended in my life. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. I receive clarity from Ifá to move to better opportunities and better direction. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. I receive direction from Ifá that is moving me to better opportunities and better directions. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. My hands find profitable work and I put my best into it and I succeed at it. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. My Ori guides me into the path of success. My Ori guides me into the path of success. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. As my Ori is guiding me, my leg will not distract me from the path of success. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Stagnation is ending from my destiny today. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Every form of stagnation is ending in my destiny. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní ìran mẹ́ta ò kì í tòṣì, àmọ́ ìran kẹrin tí ń tòṣì lọ lọ́dọ̀ tiyín. Tell yourself that that is ending with me in my lineage. I put an end to stagnation, to poverty, to struggles, to unproductive venture in my lineage. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wisdom and the power that comes from Ifá is available to me as I learn and I use them. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Àṣẹ Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ, Òmùṣe, Ògbó Àtọ̀yìn. We have come to the end of another essay from Okanran. What is the Odù Ifá that we learned today? Oh yeah, Ogunda, Okanran. We have come to the end of the teaching of today in the Odù Ifá, Ogunda, Okanran. We have learned that change is going to happen. Normalize asking Ifá before you take decisions. That struggle, that stagnation you are experiencing right now is not going to end like that. Life is not going to end like that for you. Ifá welcomes you to receive instructions on how to effect that change. We also learned today that you are also responsible. There is a part you are playing in that situation, and you are going to take accountability for that part you are playing, and you are going to effect a change on it. We also learned today that success in life is a balance of your spiritual side and your physical side. As you are receiving instruction from Ifá physically, spiritually, and doing your ebo spiritually, this Odù Ifá tells us that you need to balance it on your physical side and see how to appropriate it. Latoya, Grand Rising. These are the things that this Odù Ifá has taught us. If you came in late, you joined halfway, you joined towards the end, you're welcome. Head over to the YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV, to catch a replay. The replay will be available in a few hours. I think it takes a couple of hours for YouTube to process the replay. The replay will be available on YouTube in a couple of hours. Is that okay? So you can watch it. Tomorrow again we'll be live. Àṣẹ for today's streams, Mondays to Fridays, every weekday, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 5 a.m. for those of you in UK and Ghana, 12 midnight for those of you on the EST, and every other person can calculate their time zone. We will be here to pick another Odù Ifá, another essay Ifá, and break it down, extracting the lessons, the blessings, and the instructions, and then going further to teach and learn how to appropriate it to our everyday lives. And then we now attach the Iwure for that essay Ifá to it. This shop fee per bishop 5%. Do you know what general advice I want to give to you? There are so many things about Ifá that you think you know that you don't know. And it's okay to acknowledge the fact that there are certain things we don't know. So I would advise you and admonish you. head over to the website ifacollege.ng and register for a course in Ifa. Learn the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifa. Not all these misconceptions you have picked here and there, but just pick. But somebody said. Find out what Ifa actually says about Ifa itself. The undiluted, unwatered down truth. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, head over to my YouTube channel. Open your mind and listen to the truth about Ifa coming from somebody that was born and raised in Yoruba land, dwelling among elders that practice ancient Ifa principle the way it was handed over to us. Not some mixed match that some people have put outside somewhere. So please, do that for yourself. The person is asking, could I wear your bead without being a babalawo? You have answered the question. Can I have a stethoscope around my neck without being a doctor? Can I put on a wig on my head without being a lawyer? You already know, as adults, we already know the answer. It's not a question. It's not, how would I put it? It's not a question. If once you realize that being a babalawo is a profession, right, there are certain things that has to do with that profession. Coming into Ifa is a way of life. Until you come into Ifa, you do your Itefa. There are certain things you cannot. It's not a fashion accessory. So the answer is no, and I assume you already know that the answer is no. If you have not done your Itefa, every Ifa bead you wear is just a fancy fashion accessory. You have just combined brown and green together. It doesn't mean nothing. You can as well have it yellow and red. You can as well have it gold and white. You can as well have it dusty brown and downfall yellow, at the MTN yellow. You can as well have it in any color. But if you want it to be a symbol of what it is, then you have to go through the length of what it's supposed to be, right? You have to go through the length of what it's supposed to be. Yes. But Cubans sell it to anyone. I don't care what Cubans do. I don't decide what they do. I'm not their president. I'm not their spiritual leader. They can decide what they do. Ifa is not for Cubans. So the reason you desperately want to be able to answer Ifa's questions through being a Cuban, can you first of all establish the fact that Ifa was given to the Yoruba people of southwestern Nigeria? And if you want to find out about Ifa, you will go to the Yoruba people of southwestern Nigeria to find that out from them, right? Okay. It's like you want to learn Queen's English, then you are telling an Indian to teach you Queen's English. He's going to teach you Indian English. You want to learn American English and you come to me as a Nigerian and I teach you water is W-A-T-E-R, water. Then you get to America and you say, but in Nigeria, they don't say water. They say water. In Nigeria, emphasis on in Nigeria. That's Nigerian English. So if you want to learn Ifa, give it to the Yoruba people. Head over to ifacollege.ng and learn it. All right, that is where you will get undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifa, about ÌṢÄШE, and every other thing that has to do with us as a people and a race. Do you have any other questions? Any other questions? If you don't have any other questions, just copy the WhatsApp number on your screen. Send a message for your Itefa, your Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, your Orisha initiations, your Egbe, everything that has to do with Ifa. Send a message. You need spiritual products, herbal products. Send a message. So we usually wrap up our program with what? What is the next thing that we do? How do we wrap up our show? How do we wrap up our program? What's the next thing that we do? How do we wrap up? And then please, I hope you are preparing. That I said I was going to call out people. I was going to call out people. Someone said, is Ogunda kan Okanran different from what we studied today? Ogunda kan Okanran is the beginning of the ÌṢÄŠE that we studied today. So remember that I said I will be calling people to make Iba and Iwure. So as I'm teaching, be learning. If you have not registered for If you have not subscribed to Praying the Right Way in Ifá and ÌṢẸШE, where you learn how to make Iwure the right way, if you have not subscribed, please go to the bio of this TikTok channel and click on subscription. You will see Praying the Right Way in Ifá and ÌШΕШE. It gives you access to watch all the videos. I was teaching you in Yoruba and then I translated into English for Yoruba and English speaking audience. And then some people have been asking for the Iwure in PDF format. We're putting it together in written format, Yoruba and English. As soon as it's ready, we will let you know. If you're on YouTube, just head over to the profile and click on join. You will see the different options. Then pick the option that says Praying the Right Way in Ifá and իշեշե. Any other information you need, if you are catching a replay, will be in the description box of this video. So be learning. I will call you one day to come and make Iwure. But before then, I will still do the Iwure today. Children, are we ready? We say thank you to everybody that sent in their gift. Are you ready for the Iwure? Yes. Ṣé ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ Iwure? Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, okay. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbà. Àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́. Àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé, ọba lè wí lè ṣe, ọba lè ṣe lè rí. Láṣèbà kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé, níbi tá a ti ń pe Ifá, níbi tá a ti ń pe ÌṢẹ̀ṣe, níbi tá a ti ń jọmọ Oòduà, níbi tá a ti ń jọmọ káàárọ̀ òjìrè, àṣèbà àní kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Àṣẹ̀dá, àmẹ̀dá, àwẹ̀dá, òrọ́mọ níṣẹ́ fàyàtì, ọba tó lọ kọrin kése, ọba tó fi gbogbo àgbálá ayé yìí tó fi ṣe àpótí ìtìsẹ̀ rẹ̀, àṣèbà àní kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Adániwáyé àṣèbà, àwọn tó ṣọlọ́pọ̀ tó wà wá sáyé àṣèbà, mo ṣèbà bàbá mi, mo ṣèbà ìyá mi, mo ṣèbà àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn fún wa, àní kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Àwọn tó tẹ̀ ká tó tẹ̀, àwọn tó lànà fún wa pé káwa náà máa ṣe, àwọn tó dá wa lóṣù, àwọn tó là wá lórí tó ní ká máa ṣàwo, àṣèbà àní kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Olúbíkin ọ̀sán yìí bí kí àṣèbà, àjàgùnmàlè olúwo òde ọ̀run àṣèbà àní kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Gbogbo òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́ni àṣèbà, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ jàkúta, èní lọ̀sẹ̀ ṣàngó, ṣọ̀gbó, arábámbí, àkàtà yẹríyẹrì, iná lójú, iná nímú, iná lẹ́nu bàbá mi, ṣọ̀gbó olúkòso, ọba kòso, arábámbí ọkọ ya, lógun lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, alágbádá iná, aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oòrùn, àkàtà yẹríyẹrì, wọ́n níná ń bẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mi lọ́rùn, èéfín nìkan là ń gbá láyé o, àṣẹ kábíyèsí ṣọ̀gbó, àṣèbà àní kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tó kù tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́yìn, Yemọja, iye gbogbo ọmọ ẹja, ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi, afínjú obìnrin tí ń gbàdọ̀bálẹ̀ ẹgbẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ẹgbẹ̀rún ọkùnrin, wọ́n lọ́kùnrin tó bá fojú di ìyá mi àtòkù àtẹkùn ẹ̀ ni ó lọ sí. Àṣèbà Yemọja, àníkọ́ lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà á kọ́ má dà sí wa lára kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Àṣèbà òrìṣà ọba àti gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tó kù lẹ́ni, àníkọ́ lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà á láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi Ọ̀pàkẹ́ Àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé, abiyamọ ọ̀run, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ẹlẹ́yẹ, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀sá méjì, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà, ẹ̀yin atẹ̀dọ̀jòrò òró, ẹ̀yin apanimáyọ̀dà, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ẹlẹ́yẹ àṣèbà àní kí bá wa ṣe. Ẹ̀yin olómù kan tí ń fún igba onígba ọmọ lọ́mú, ẹ̀yin ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì jà, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé yìí lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń jábíamọ láyé, tẹ̀ ń jábíamọ lọ́run, ẹ̀yin ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré, abíamọ tí ò jẹ́ kọ́mọ ó jábọ́, àṣèbà ẹlẹ́yẹ àní kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Ẹ̀yọ́nú yín la béèrè fún ọ, ẹ̀yin ìyá tó láyé, pé kẹ́ ẹ yọ́nú sí wa, kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká rí ayé ṣe, kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká ráyé gbé, kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká rọ́nà lọ, kẹ́ ẹ fi ilé ayé yìí dùn wá, òun la béèrè àní kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Gbogbo babaláwo, gbogbo Iyanifa, bàbá lórìṣà, ìyá lórìṣà, gbogbo eléwé ọmọ, gbogbo àpẹ̀tẹ̀bí, gbogbo àwọn oníṣègùn lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé níbi tá a ti ń jókòó tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹrú mọlẹ̀, mo ṣèbá yín, mo ṣèbá yín, mo ṣèbá yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní kí bá ò ṣe ọ. Fún gbogbo àwa tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹrú mọlẹ̀, tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ òrìṣà, àní fọmọ ṣiṣẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àní fàyà ṣiṣẹ́, àní fọkọ ṣiṣẹ́, àní farawa ṣiṣẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bá a ṣe ìlú a máa dún fún wa, bá a ṣe ń já ewé, ewé a máa jẹ́, bá a ṣe ń já egbò á máa jẹ́ fún wa. Irọ́ là ń pa ọ, Elédùmarè ọba òkè ló ń sọ́dọ̀ òótọ́. Àwọn tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kò ní gbòdì lára wa, kò ní gbòdì lára tiwọn náà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Iṣẹ́ Elédùmarè ti parí, iṣẹ́ táwọn ọ̀yà mi ti yọ́nú sí òun ló máa gbé wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè òun ni mo ṣèbà fún láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà gbogbo àwọn lọ́balọ́ba gbogbo níjòyè lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé níbi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń jókòó tẹ́ ẹ ti ń darí. A ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ìlú ò ní torí yín tú, ìlú ò ní torí yín tú. Àwọn aláṣẹ tó gbé àṣẹ lé yín lọ́wọ́ wọ́n á tì yín lẹ́yìn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Adé á pẹ́ lórí yín o, ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ á pẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, àṣẹ á pẹ́ lẹ́nu yín, bàtà á pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìlú yìí nítorí yín tú, ẹ̀ ní darí ẹ̀ síbi táwọn alálẹ̀ ò sí. Ó ti yẹ àwọn tó ṣíwájú yín, á yẹ yín kalẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìyá mi Ògbódòrà, ìyá mi Àbẹ̀ní onílé, mo ṣèbà ẹdán, mo ṣèbà Jíbọ́lá, mo ṣèbà onílé, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn ọmọ onílé, mo ṣe ogún atọ́, ogún ẹdán, ogún alàwòrò ló tún fẹ̀ fún gbogbo ọmọlé Ajíbọ́lá, mo ṣogún Ọkànrin kése fún gbogbo àwọn awo, mo ní kí bà wá ṣẹun. Ajíbọ́lá pè wá, ẹdán á dúró tì wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀yin olúwo mi àsápè ọlà, mo ṣe káábíyèsí yín o. Ẹ̀yin ìyá àbíyè lékelèké gbàràdá, mo ṣe káábíyèsí yín. Ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba nínú awo, ẹ̀yin apènà, ẹ̀yin balógun, gbogbo wọn látòkèdókè ni mo ṣèbà fún, mo ní kí bà wá ṣẹun. Ifá orí mi rèé o, mo ṣèbà Ifá, mo ṣèbà Ekin. Ifá orí mi rèé, àṣeyé ìpà Ifá, àṣeyé ìpà Ekin. A ní kí Ifá wá tún orí wa ṣe, torí Ifá ni atórí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe. A ní kí Ifá wá fún ọ̀nà hàn wá, torí Ifá ni afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé. A ní kí Ifá wá sọ ọ̀rọ̀ wa dọ̀tun, torí Ifá ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni dayọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí Ifá wá bá wa ṣe, k'Elédùmarè bá wa ṣe, káwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn kó bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ pé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwa àti bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá mi ìléyìí. Nínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá Ògúndá Ọ̀kànràn, Ifá ní Ògúndá kan Ọ̀kànràn kan, wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ tí ò lérè. Ifá ní lọ́dún yìí gbogbo ìṣòro yẹn ti délẹ̀, ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ́rẹ̀ máa wà ń bẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àtẹ̀mí àti yín gbogbo àwa tá a dá okòwò sílẹ̀, àtàjèrè àtàwàràwàrà l'Elédùmarè máa fi tiwa ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kéèyàn máa ṣiṣẹ́ erin kó máa jẹ̀jẹ̀ áyán láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Orí wa kọ́, ìṣẹ̀dá wa kọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa ire ló máa bọ́ sí. Gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe, gbogbo nǹkan tá a gbé sílẹ̀ tá à ń tà, èrè ńláńlá báyìí òun la máa jẹ níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn lẹ́ẹ̀kan lórúkọ lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé yìí, àwọn ló máa wá wa wá, àwọn ló máa bá wa dókòwò, àwọn ló máa wá ra nǹkan tá à ń tà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní ọ̀nà kì í dímọ́ lọ́kọ́, ọ̀nà kì í dímọ́ ládàá, ọ̀nà ajé ò ní dímọ́ yín, ọ̀nà èrè ò ní dímọ́ yín, ọ̀nà owó ọ̀nà ọlá kò ní dímọ́ èmi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọ̀nà àtijẹ àti mu ọmọ aráyé ò ní dínà mọ́ wa. Ògúnláka ayé tó lànà falára tó lànà ajérò á lànà fún wa níbi gbogbo tá a bá wà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n nínú igbó lórógbó ń wà, inú igbó lobì ń wà, ọmọ aráyé ń lànà kan ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n á lànà oríire kù, ọmọ aráyé á lànà ọlákànyín, ọmọ aráyé á lànà ọlàkànyín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àárí bá ti ṣe àárọ̀nà gbégbà. Wọ́n ní ire lójú owó ń rí, lójoojúmọ́ ayé wa ire lójú wa máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣubú dànù o, àní ṣubú dànù o, àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Tá a bá wá rí àjọṣepọ̀ kankan tá à ń ṣe, bó jẹ́ tọ̀rẹ́ ni, bó jẹ́ tẹbí ni, bó jẹ́ tiṣẹ́ ni, bó jẹ́ tìgbéyàwó ni, tó ń fà wá sẹ́yìn, Ifá lànà fún wa, àwọn ọlọ́mọlẹ̀ á lànà fún wa. Ifá kọ́ wa mọ̀ ọ́ ṣe bá a ṣe máa ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá fi ọgbọ́n, á fi ìmọ̀, á fi òye, á fi kọ́ wa mọ̀ ọ́ ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwa tá a wá wà lókè òkun tí orí ò kọbẹ̀ mọ́ yín, tíṣẹ̀dá ò kọbẹ̀ mọ́ yín, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ajé á fi ṣe é nírọ̀rùn fún yín, Ifá á fi ṣe é nírọ̀rùn fún yín láti padà síbi tó rí kan yín mọ́, láti padà síbi tíṣẹ̀dá kọ yín mọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ wà nílùú ọba, tẹ́ ẹ ti rin àjò, tẹ́ ẹ ti bọ́ sẹ́yìn odi, tó jẹ́ kórí ló gbé yín débẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ẹ ṣeré níbẹ̀, ire lẹ máa ṣe níbẹ̀, bó ṣe lọ ló ṣe bọ̀, àwọn ọmọ aráyé ò ní fìyẹn ṣe tiyín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ kéré oko délé o. bá ìyọ́nú níbi tẹ́ ẹ wà o. Ìṣọkùnrin ni ìṣobìnrin ni ọmọdé ni àgbà ni dúdú ni funfun ni wọ́n á yọ́nú sí yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọkùnrin ni obìnrin ni wọ́n á yọ́nú sí yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wá kórè oko délé, ní ṣe lásán, ní gbé sájò bí èéfín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn tẹ́ ẹ fi ilẹ̀ sílé náà máa gbọ́ ìró ayọ̀, ìró ìdùnnú àti ìró ọlá lẹ máa gbọ́ nítorí wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀yin tó rí pọmọ yín pé ìlú ibi tí wọ́n forí yín sọlẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ti máa ṣoríire láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí gbogbo ọmọ aráyé bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rọ̀gbà yín yíká láti ṣoríire pẹ̀lú yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí gbogbo ọmọ aráyé bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fẹnu yọ̀ wí ti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kọ́mọ aráyé má fẹnu yọ̀ wí tiwa, torí iyọ̀ ló ní kọ́mọ aráyé má fẹnu yọ̀ wí tiwa. Iyọ̀ ló ní ká máa láyọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èmi àti yín á láyọ̀, èmi àti yín máa láyọ̀. Wọ́n ní ayọ̀yọ̀gún 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 mọ̀gúnmọ̀. Wọ́n ní adífá fún Ọ̀rúnmìlà nígbà tí bàbá ń lọ rè bá wọn mú yọ̀yọ̀ra. Wọ́n ní àwa tá a bá wọn mú yọ̀yọ̀ra, ọ̀rọ̀ ayọ̀ ní tiwa, ọ̀rọ̀ ìbànújẹ́ kan kì í báyọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bọ́rọ̀ àbànújẹ́ ò ṣe lè báyọ̀, ọ̀rọ̀ ìbànújẹ́ ò ní bá èmi àti yín tilé tọmọ tẹbí tọkọtara láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Níbi tá a ti ń ṣiṣẹ́, ọ̀rọ̀ ìbànújẹ́ ò ní bá wa, àní rálákòbá, àní ráládàbá, àwa náà ò ní fọwọ́ ara wa ṣera wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀fọn ayé ò ní fún wa o, èdè ayé ò ní dì wá o. Ojoojúmọ́ báyìí lọ́jọ́ yọ, kò sẹ́nì kankan tó lè dá ojúmọ́ kan dúró láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Lọ́tùn lèmi àti yín á máa yọ, nídìí iṣẹ́ ni o, nídìí ajé ni o, nídìí ibi tá a ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ ni o, nílé wa ni o, nínú àgọ́ ara wa ni o. Ọ̀tún báyìí lọ́jọ́ yọ, ọ̀tún lèmi àti yín á máa yọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní kò sẹ́nì kankan tó lè fi ọwọ́ bo ògo òun mọ́lẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní lè fọwọ́ bo ògo yín mọ́lẹ̀. Ògo yín á tàn kárí ayé bátẹ́gùn ṣe bí òòrùn ṣe ń ràn. Ògo yín á fẹ́ kárí ayé bátẹ́gùn ṣe ń fẹ́ ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣubú dànù, àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì, àní ṣe lásán láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe yìí, ìjọ tí èrè ẹ̀ bá máa dé, èmi àti yín ládìjọ́ máa jẹ́, wọn ò ní fẹ́ lòmíì ṣe wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀tọ́ tó tọ́ sí yín níbi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi àkúnsọ́wọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ náà lẹ máa jèrè ibẹ̀, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ náà lẹ máa fọwọ́ ara yín gba ẹ̀tọ́ yín nínú ìlera pípé, nínú ìdùnnú, nínú ayọ̀ ni Elédùmarè máa fi ṣe fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣe lásán o, àní ṣubú dànù o, orí ọwọ́ wa ò ní gbọ̀n dànù o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àgbó àtọ́ àfèrè ìdíjọbè nínú ọlá, nínú ọlà, nínú ìlera pípé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní fáwọn àgbàlagbà lé yín, wọn ò ní fi wọ́n dà yín láàmú. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní fẹ̀yìn náà, wọn ò ní fi dà àwọn ọmọ yín láàmú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwa tá a lọ́mọ lọ́wọ́, àwa tá a ń tọ́mọ, wọn ò ní fọmọ wa dà wá láàmú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa ire ló máa yọ sí. Kò síbi tá a bá wá kọjú sí, àtọ̀tún àtòsí ni o, ire la máa bá níbẹ̀. Láti gúúsù ni o, látàríwá ni, láti ìlà oòrùn, láti ìwọ̀ oòrùn, látàrin gbùngbùn ayé, ire ọlá ọlà la máa bá níbẹ̀. Àìkú tí ń ṣe baálé ọ̀rọ̀ ló máa jẹ́ tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe ti gbé àwọn ará wájú, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbé wá. Ifá ti gbé àwọn tó lọ níwájú, Ifá gbé wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kò ní dórí èmi àti yín kó dàrú, kò ní dórí àwọn ọmọ wa kó dàrú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìrètí Ifá wa gbé wá, Ifá olókun asọ̀rọ̀ dayọ̀, Ifá wárí òkun, á wárí ọ̀sà, á wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Nílé ayé yìí wọ́n ní wàá pẹ́ láyé, ojú ẹ̀ ò ní rí bí ìkan ló máa fọwọ́ mú. Àwa ní láíláí adápadà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwa máa pẹ́ láyé, ojú wa ò dẹ̀ ní rí bí. Ojú wa ò ní ríbi lórí ọkọ, kò ní ríbi lórí ọmọ, kò ní ríbi lórí iṣẹ́, kò ní ríbi lórí ara wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kò wá sí bá a ṣe lè pẹ́ láyé tó, àní lókù ọmọ lọ́rùn, àní wọn sàárè ọmọ ò ní ṣọ́kú lójú wa, ẹ̀rù tálábíàmọ ìtumọ̀ ní gbé wá ká wa mọ́lé, àní ṣiṣẹ́ dànù, àní ṣeṣẹ́ fẹ́lòmíì láti jẹ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ wà nínú ìgbéyàwó tó ń dà yín láàmú, Ifá kọ́ yín mọ̀ ṣe, Elédùmarè á fi yín mọ̀nà. Ọ̀ṣunṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóyè ayọ̀ ládékojú ẹbọra tí ń gbénú mu á ṣèyá fún yín, á kọ́ yín mọ̀ ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní wọn ò ní kọ̀ dé àìmọ̀ṣe sí yín o nílé ọkọ àtẹ̀yìn tẹ́ níyàwó sílé ọmọ aráyé ò ní kọ̀ dé àìmọ̀ṣe sí yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè fáwọn tó dẹ̀ ń wojú Elédùmarè fáwọn náà fẹ́ dọlọ́kọ láyé àwọn náà fẹ́ daláya láyé àwọn náà fẹ́ gbéyàwó láṣẹ Èdùmàrè mo ṣèwúre fún yín lénìí pé ẹ ní gbé egun eléegun ẹ ní fọ́kọ ọlọ́kọ ẹ ní fi obìnrin olóbìnrin ṣaya láṣẹ Èdùmàrè nǹkan téèyàn ní tó fi ń ṣọkọ dalẹ̀ tó fi ń ṣe bàbá lórí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ dalẹ̀ ajé á fi ṣe é nírọ̀rùn fún yín Ifá fi ṣe é nírọ̀rùn fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ̀yin ìyàwó létẹ̀ wà lọ́ọ̀dì ọkọ náà Ifá fi yín mọ̀nà Ifá fi yín mọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé ò ní lé yín nídìí ẹrù yín o ẹ ní ṣiṣẹ́ fẹ́ lòmíì jẹ o ọmọ aráyé ò ní lé mi àti yín nídìí ẹrù wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní àbámọ̀dá kan kì í dá tiẹ̀ kó má ṣe a tún ti dábàá lénìí wọ́n tún ní àbátálágẹmọ́ bá dá òrìṣà òkè ló ń fàṣẹ sí èmi àti yín tún ti dábàá lénìí o a ní kórìṣà òkè bá wa fàṣẹ sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní àwíṣe ní tìfá àfọ̀ṣẹ ní tọ̀rúnmìlà wọ́n nífà ò lè wí tiẹ̀ kó má ṣe èyí tá a wí lénìí àṣẹ ti àrò tí ó rọ̀ mọ́ ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní táfẹ́fẹ́ bá fẹ́ báyìí ó máa ń kan bí oko lára ni níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá wà lórí igun mẹ́rìnrin àgbálá ayé yìí tẹ́ ẹ ti ń gbọ́ ohun ìwúre yìí àbí tẹ́ ẹ ti ń wò mí afẹ́fẹ́ ìwúre yìí á fẹ́ kàn yín aborí yín nílé á bá ṣẹ̀dá yín nílé á mọ yín lára torí pé wọ́n ní tó wáyé pé kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ́ fi wẹ̀ yín jọ́tọ̀ bí yín kí ìwúre yìí kó kàn yín lára tó wáyé pọ́ ṣe lọ́ fi wẹ̀ yín jọ́tọ̀ bí yín kí ìwúre yìí ṣẹ mọ́ yín lára ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àṣẹ. Wọ́n ní kí Ifá ó bá wa ṣe k'Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe àwọn tó ṣàlòkù sẹ́yìn kó bá wa ṣe a ní kí Ifá ó bá wa ṣe k'Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe àwọn tó ṣàlòkù sẹ́yìn kó bá wa ṣe Ifá bá wa ṣe Elédùmarè á bá wa ṣe àwọn tó ṣàlòkù sẹ́yìn wọ́n á bá wa ṣe o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àṣẹ. A tún ti kásẹ̀ ètò nílẹ̀ lénìí èmi ni olóòtú àti olùdarí Ifá College olóyè Iyanifa Ewa tí gbogbo ènìyàn mọ̀ sí Iyanifa Ewa èmi ni olóòtú ètò àṣẹ for today tẹ́ ẹ máa ń wò lójoojúmọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ̀yin la máa bá àwa náà lẹ máa rí wọn ò ní fẹ́ lòmíì ṣe wá. We have come to the end of another episode of Àṣẹ for today. I remain your host, the founder and the pioneer of Ifá College, Chief Iyanifa Ewa, popularly known as Iyanifa Ewa. And tomorrow at the very same time on these same channels, Ifá College TikTok channel and Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube, we will be here again, Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, to delve into another Odù Ifá, to learn the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifá and ÌṢẸШE, to unlearn the misconceptions and the lies that we have been told, and to be able to apply it to our everyday lives. I will see you tomorrow. My entire team, everybody here is saying thank you for your support, for spending hours to watch, for liking, for sharing, for reposting, for sending in your gifts on both channels. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Ifá gbè wá, ÌṢẸШE á gbè wá, àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí wọ́n á gbè wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. The WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen on TikTok right now for those of you that need to copy it. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o, a dúpẹ́. Mrs. O Forever, a dúpẹ́ ẹ ṣé. Thank you for that gift. I am super grateful. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fi owó tẹ́ fi ránṣẹ́ sí àwọn ọmọ Ifá lọ́jọ́ sí, wọ́n ní ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín pé ẹ ṣé. Wọ́n ní ajé àbùdí fún yín torí pé àbùdí ni tó lókun àbùdí ni tó lọ́sà. Ajé àbùdí fún yín ní gbogbo ọ̀nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní ká sọ fún yín pé ẹ ní ṣe lásán pé yín náà máa jèrè lórí àwọn ọmọ tó wà nílé yín. Mr. Mike, wọ́n ní ká sọ fún yín pé ajé olókun ajé ọlọ́sà á gbére wá fún yín látorígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajé will increase it for you. Where you have taken it out from, wọ́n ní àpò ṣàṣàmùrà kì í gbẹ. They said the pocket of ṣàṣàmùrà never goes dry. Your pocket will not dry. Wọ́n ní àtòjò àtẹ̀rùn ilé alákàn kì í gbẹ fún mi. wọ́n ní àtòjò àtẹ̀rùn ni o, whether it is rainy season or dry season, the crab never goes out of water. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, whatever season is operating in the economy of the country you are, Ajé will always show up for you, because Ajé does not have time and season. Ojoojúmọ́ lajé ń jẹ́ ajé, ajé á jókòó tì yín, ajé á fi lé yín ṣelé, ajé á fọ̀nà yín ṣọ̀nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ wá máa lájé lọ́wọ́ ni ẹ ní ní lọ́rùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Thank you so much for joining us, and we shall see tomorrow. Ifá gbè wá.